Okay, welcome, Red Saber crew, to your first formal offensive mission as ship officers of the Red Saber and serving under the nation of Ondair. You are a ragtag bunch. Many of you,
indeed.
ragtag bunch pulled from different areas of cyberspace proper. Some of you have never set foot on the nation of Ondair and yet have chose to join their service in the capacity of supporting the nation and its people in the symbiotic relationship that it has with you. Your objective, as dispatched to you by the Dragonhawk Initiative officers, is to disable, sabotage, and destroy the King's Argosy ship Juggernaut class known as the Brass Valkyrie. Brayland has recently declared that Comad Miraz, or the inhabitants of Fort Comad, are what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? People that homeless people that sit in houses.
Jurisdiction, maybe?
No, it's the people that sit in
they're squatters.
Squatters. That's the damn word. Vagabonds. Yes. So Braylen has asserted that the Fort Comad, the plasmoids on Fort Comad, and they don't even reference them by name, race, or anything of that nature. The squatters of the Comad Miraz are to be removed. The public perception is that they are going to be doing it peacefully. However, you don't send a massive Juggernaut ship to peacefully remove people. This is a show of force by Brayland to establish dominance in the inner Sybaris ring of activity in which Brayland, Karnath, and Ondair are constantly competing for territory and prestige amongst the people back planet side. So, the Brass Valkyrie is a massive ship touting over 1,000 crew and passengers. This is some intelligence that has been granted to Ondair via a internal intelligence breach of the lowest level workers amongst the Braylish. There is a defector group of Warforged, to include the ones that have already joined the Dragonhawk Initiative, that have provided some information, more than you would have gotten in this one shot. Yes, it's all connected. So,
it's all connected.
It's all connected. So, because of the information that the Warforged were able to provide Ondair on the Brass Valkyrie, you know, like most Spelljammers, there's three main elements of this Spelljammer. There is a propulsion component, which is a dozen fire elementals that are powering the ship. There is the air generation filtration system, and there is a massive gravity stabilizer that runs through the middle of the ship. It's been determined that the gravity stabilizer likely has the easiest way to sabotage and distract the crew of the Brass Valkyrie. So, the security around the Brass Valkyrie is tight. You are not able to just fly the Red Saber up and jump on. As such, you had to do a little bit of subterfuge. There are King's Argosy troop airships. There is at least 5 of those airships that fit inside of the Brass Valkyrie. You were able to find a way to stow away on the King's Argosy troop airship during one of their loading and unloading processes. And so we start this campaign with the 4 of you in the loading bay of the Brass Valkyrie. As we go down the line, as you bust open out of your boxes. Let's start with Stripe. What does the camera see as Stripe busts out of his box?
Yeah, this is his hair and braided, both braided and loose, flying as he shakes it wildly, push, not just pushing, but using his full strength to split the lid in half. Like this is like a burst of fresh air. They're, like stowing away on an unfamiliar ship. And there's this moment as these claw marks, these scars, flow or like glow and fade intermittently. He looks about and is like, I knew we could stow away. What a classic start to, a spacefaring adventure. Red Saber to me.
Okay. All right. The next
Am I
box.
understanding that Stripe was in a crate, like a box?
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
are
we're all
all in a
boxes.
box. You're all in a box. And so we turn to
We're not in the
Maria.
same box. We're in 4 separate boxes.
You're in
same
4
company?
separate boxes. Unless you want to be in the same box.
Okay, good.
Maria,
I
you
think there's this moment, this like hope. And it's like, hopefully he's not like they didn't get like shipped to like different areas of the ship. Like he looks around and he's just like, everyone.
Okay. Maria, you hear the calling of Captain Flint.
Yeah, I think Maria gets out of her box with as little ceremony as possible. She has been slowly loosening some of the screws from inside, and then she just pokes it with a finger, and the front of it falls down. She gets out and holds up an open book in which she has already written, "You really said I had to do this, huh?" And she faces that towards Stripe.
Yeah, of course. How else would we get past all of the defenses and guardians that the brass Valkyrie has? And we had ample space. I even managed to fit in my ladder.
There is another pre-written message that she prepared while in the box, and it says, "And I thought my fighting days were over."
There. This is barely fighting, But yes. This is barely fighting. Right now, we've just snuck aboard. Mm-hmm.
As the voices
Did you
echo...
manage to...
I was going to say, as the voices carry on, there's 2 more folks who are hearing these voices. Darsh.
Yeah,
What was his
I think
name?
Darsh
Oh,
is yeah, sorry. Chris cut out like randomly, but
Sorry.
yeah, I think Darsh he's hearing this chatter going on, and he just says out loud, "It was just a matter of getting through the design of the ship. We are okay now. But Captain, please tell us our next step."
Are
Is
you
Darsh
still
still in
in
the
the box?
I think you're seeing him in the bot, like, not even seeing him, like the lid is open, I think. So maybe you see some of like a little top of his head, but he's just sitting in the box looking at his wooden ship model.
You are also glancing
Did you
at...
bring that with you?
You are also glancing at the 3 large remote-triggered explosives that have been issued to your crew to sabotage the gravity stabilizer. Darsh, you are currently the holder of the explosives.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think as he's like toying
All
with the
explosives, that came from the denizens of Fort Comad.
No, I think that the explosives were whipped up. Who would have made the explosives? I feel like it would have probably been...
The artillers could have made them.
Yeah, I mean, Darsh could have made them himself, realistically, as the
Yeah.
artificer. Darsh, you could have inscribed some glyphs
I
on
think
some
as the
explosives.
artillerist artificer, I think 100%. These are bases, maybe from Ondair or from the Red Saber, but these are definitely a design of his.
I'm sure the Orun folks loved Darsh and were definitely sad to see him leave. And there's one more compatriot in the boxes. Skatsep Cameron Vogsarkessis.
Yeah, I think. Oh, there you go. Yep, pretty good. Yeah, I think you hear like a knocking noise on the box, and then, hello. I think I'm still nailed in. I can't open it from this. Can someone help me, please?
I'm gonna karate chop the box.
Oh my god. Yeah, the lid just flies off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think you see a very tall but very slender Dragonborn stand up, and kind of like he cracks his back as he stands up. Oh, they did not make the dimensions of this for someone of my stature. This is awful. How did you all survive?
They're not made for anyone's stature, Sep. You know, but we managed to curl ourselves up. This is not unlike, you know. Actually, I don't know if Dragonborn, release themselves from eggs. But
Now
now we have room to stretch. Now we have room to stretch. We have a task list of priorities.
As
It
soon
seems
as
we
you
could
say that,
address them
Maria
in order.
starts doing stretches.
Mhm.
She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Darsh will start
is-
taking out the explosives from the box one by one, and then just hop out of the box himself.
I think Sep is tall, but he has like a very big slouch as he stands, and he has his staff and all that. He's leaning on it. He's very much got nerd back, I think, for sure.
Thought it would be
Gotcha.
easy for you to curl up, but sorry you had a rough go of it.
Yes. Well, we're here, so should we get started and whatnot?
Absolutely.
Captain?
As you're all
nothing
quickly
will
discussing.
disrupt proceedings like.
Boom, boom. This is your captain speaking, Captain Lorcan. Be advised, battle stations will begin in an hour. Any regularly corporate scheduled lunch breaks are halved. Overtime will not be granted. Be prepared to drop on Fort Kamaz at immediate notice. Glory to Brayland. Boom, boom. All right, so.
They're cutting lunch breaks. How
Wonderful.
All right, so you've made it on to.
We're currently in like a cargo hold.
Yeah, you're currently in a small set-aside cargo hold, in which it looks like only a few boxes have been loaded in this area. The initial planning of the smuggling, you might have a partial ally. There was some discussion that there might have been a Warforged who was going to try to sequester you off in order to appropriately disembark without being caught. And it seems like that is the case here. Because you've been smuggled into an area that's relatively private and secluded. So you have at least one ally, but they are not present in the area. And there's currently no one in this. It's about a 20 by 20, like a 30 by 30 room. And so you're hearing the arcane hum of the... What's that?
There's not like any like coat rack or anything like that. Like that's not been used much at all.
Not in this room.
What are you planning on doing with a coat rack?
I think we're gonna need to blend in, gang. Ideally, for a little bit.
It depends on where we are, so surely. I mean.
Yeah. So.
And where are we exactly in relation to the overall situation?
Yeah. So you are near one of the lower holds, and it was specifically done this way because you know that the lower holds. There's several layers. I'm going to say there's about 5 decks that all run, the entirety of the ship. But it's 5 decks, and you're starting in the lowest of decks. And you know that the gravity stabilizer is in between It's basically 2 decks above you, in between the 2 decks, in the maintenance tunnels, and there is a maintenance hallway that you've been told to access, not sure how, that you can access, and once you get in there, that will lead you directly to the gravity stabilizer device that runs the entirety of the ship that you need to plant explosives onto. So you're not hearing anyone walking directly outside. You're not hearing like mass amount of footsteps running around. But you know that you are not, most of you are not dressed in Brayllish colors at the current moment.
Sounds like someone should take a little peek outside then. Any volunteers?
Well, I can.
Maria starts walking to take a peek.
Okay. So you're poking your head outside? All right. Are you just trying to do this quickly and seeing what you see? You trying to do it quietly?
Yeah. I think Maria is prioritizing stealth over speed at this moment.
Okay.
She's gonna when she's looking down the hallway, the first thing she's gonna try and get a look for is layout. So, directions, offshoots, doors, and also any forms of surveillance or security they might have.
Okay. All right. So, make me a stealth roll, and then make me a perception roll, please.
Okay. This is a public roll?
Yes. Yeah, I'll let you know if anything is private. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, pretty good stealth.
Yeah.
A lot of dexterity.
And
Okay.
1 perception.
Womp womp. Okay. One other
Roll
thing.
1.
I guess I failed to
Still
mention.
got a 7.
I do use inspiration. And I should have refreshed that. Everybody starts my sessions with 1 inspiration. So if you'd like to use that now, you can. That just lets you reroll any d20. So you can force an enemy to roll a d20, reroll a d20, or you can roll a d20.
Any d20.
Yeah, I just do d20 rolls for my inspiration.
No, I'm gonna hang on to it.
Okay. All right. So the door silently slides open as you poke your head out and look left and look right. In your immediate vicinity, there are no Brayllish troopers walking around. However, you can see about 80 feet down, the hallway. It looks like you're kind of near the rear of the craft, because on one direction it seems like the bulkhead of the ship, you've kind of reached it about 20 feet down, so you're reasonably sure that you're kind of near the edges of the ship. But on the other direction, looking down, about 80 feet away, there appears to be 2 Warforged soldiers walking away from you, and they seem to be having a conversation, but they're continuously walking away from you in the distance.
I'm gonna...
Sorry, I can give more context.
So they're not gonna have any sort of easy ID or uniform.
So they will have, yeah. So some do, some don't. These are what Maria would be able to understand as soldiers from the last war, Warforged soldiers from the last war that kind of kept up the same lifestyle. So these ones are not clothed. However, they're adorned with badges, and the color of their metal is painted to match the Brayllish colors, which I believe is red and gold. Also, I failed to mention, there is some signage. There's some signage pointing in the direction of the troopers, stairwell up to next level. You're seeing one sign. It's not saying how far away, but you're seeing that direction is to the stairwell to the next level up. But all these hallways kind of look the same, so you can't see an immediate ladder in the vicinity. You jump back in?
Would anyone in the party speak any of the common sign language?
I would say we'd like with our experience with Bogart, maybe we'd have like I think Flint would have made an effort to get the crew to have like at least a working knowledge of sign language beyond the pamphlet she writes in.
Okay.
Yeah, we can base.
How are Darsh and Sep on
Yeah,
that?
so I would say that this is based off
were
of.
they doing their homework?
Yeah, I'm gonna see this is based off of some sort of mental stat. So, both of you were an intelligence-based class, right? Are both of you at 4 intelligence, like +4 to intelligence?
I'm 18 int, yeah.
You're 18 int.
I mean, what sort of signing are you making? Would this be like tactical? Because I'd imagine, given like a military
Maria
background.
Definitely knows like the equivalent of common signing and like tactical shorthand. She has a formal military training.
Yeah.
A mission like this is not unfamiliar to her.
I'm gonna say that everyone here can understand the signs that Maria's saying.
Okay.
I will say if it's complicated expressions outside of like hand up to stop for others trying to do it in kind, it may be a little bit more difficult. We might have to get into roles, but you can understand most of it fairly well. So.
Awesome. Maria's aversion to speaking lives on. For the record, everyone, she has a charisma of 6. Do not try to ask her to lie to anyone. It will not work very well.
This will be known.
Yeah. She's gonna assign 2 guys that way. Did I get a read on about how far away they were?
About 80 feet down.
Yeah, so 2 Warforged, 80 feet down, walking away, and then a bit about the signs and the layout.
Okay, gotcha. And Zardash, do we have a bead on where we might find the gravity stabilizer? Would it be beyond the 2 patrolling?
I believe it would be beyond.
Okay.
We will have to move past them, hopefully in a silent way. I don't want to hurt more people than I need.
Wonderful.
Maria nods. You said they were 80 feet down?
Yeah, they're
Is
about
there
80 feet down, and they're walking away from you.
Is there perhaps a fork or hallway offshoot ahead of them?
Potentially, but you couldn't identify from this distance. There's that 7 coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get the jump on them. Captain Flint is like,
Darsh, I don't want to hurt very many people. Stripe. Let's get the jump on him.
It's gold.
we don't need to hurt them. If we can disable them. See as you see fit. But the point isn't that we cut a bloody swath through brass to Valkyrie. We disable these key elements, and we escape, and we'll have done our duty. Now,
Maria signs that she should start the attack.
Okay, it's like on Maria's mark then, and he'll cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
Stripe is invisible. Do you go? But you want to go by Stripe or want to go by Flint?
Just Stripe. First.
That's fair.
And then Captain Flint.
First name basis.
First name basis. Yeah, y'all been traveling well enough with each other for some time now. I'd say you've been traveling with each other for about 2 months now. So yeah, you know each other well enough.
Yeah, I do want to know, because I established this with Eugene before the game. I don't know Darsh, you can decide how well you know Maria. She was a deckhand before this mission, and Stripe said, "I can tell you're good at this shit. You're coming with us." And she said, "Okay." But yeah, she is going to use her spider climb slippers to get on the ceiling, and is going to try and do a stealth kind of light run along the ceiling to get the drop on him.
Okay. All right. So you're running upside down on the ceiling. I love it. Let's do a stealth check. And then Stripe, you're following.
Yeah.
Okay. So a stealth check from you as well. Let's see what Darsh and Sep are doing.
And this is mostly kind of a bare, like, cargo haul.
Yeah, for the most part. The brass Valkyrie hallways here is a good indicator of what it looks like kind of on the inside of the halls.
Gotcha. Alright. Stealth, don't fail me now.
Yeah, while the two are going ahead to stealth ahead to try to get the jump, Darsh, Sep, what are y'all doing?
That is a natural one.
Not so funny.
Do I
don't
want
think
to use
Darcy's doing
inspiration
anything
just to make my entrance?
Go ahead.
Would be good. Natural
I
one.
want to use inspiration. I don't
Go for it.
leave the mission
Okay.
instantly.
Yeah, and let's
It would just be a very funny
First
start.
yeah, let's go ahead. When you re-roll, go ahead and make this a private GM roll, please. And add a little bit more suspense into this.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Will I also be rolling?
Yes, for you as well, also a blind. But I think you're invisible. Is it with advantage? I think it is. If not, I'll factor it in DC. But yeah, go ahead and make that roll.
Technically, the raw is that being invisible lets you hide at all.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Hide.
Look
Okay.
directly at you.
Gotcha. Okay. Understood.
Stuff. Public.
Still private, please. And then for understanding the scene here, Darsh and Sep, are you least in the hallway, or are y'all hanging back out in the room?
I think I would probably be in the
feels
hallway.
no.
No? Like if we, because I mean, I
Seth is
guess we
not
could.
going to be involved in matter dexterity.
Yeah.
Sep
Yeah,
says
I think
absolutely
honestly, I
not.
think
I'm
Darsh is
gonna
just
see
kind of
what the-
following here, and then if Sep isn't gonna go out, then neither is Darsh. We'll just wait for the commotion.
Seth is waiting. Yeah,
Come out to help out.
I want to wait to see what happens before Seth makes a decision.
I love how Sep's just like, actually, no. I love it. Okay. All right. So, Maria and Stripe, you proceed invisibly and running along the hallway, and they don't sense your presence while you are behind them. You can get within 5 feet and get the drop on them however you want. They are walking at a fairly slow pace. They seem to be doing... They look like they might actually be doing some sort of patrol, but they're not looking behind them at this moment. What would you like to do in this scenario?
Do they have visible weaponry?
They do. The Warforged have the standard armament of the Warforged on the Braveless ship is exactly the same as their standard armament during the last war, which is an arm blade longsword and javelins that they can throw at range.
Okay, so both of them have the same. Okay.
Yes.
I
yes.
am going to. I guess we'll pick randomly. We'll pick right, and she's just gonna try and like drop from the ceiling, and go immediately for the chokehold.
Okay. To go for the grapple chokehold.
Can you choke a Warforged?
I was just about to say, I'm gonna
get a good grapple on him.
I'm gonna say you know that Warforged don't need to breathe. So take that into consideration.
That's okay. I want to hit the one guy with the other guy.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to the two of Stripe. Are you getting in on this? Are you trying to knock them unconscious?
Yeah. Essentially, one part of the plan was to cast sleep on.
Okay.
On one.
Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's do a little bit of Daggerheart rules, right? So let's do this a tag team thing. So we'll say that you can burn your sleep, and Maria will have this be an attack roll. And so I want Stripe to roll an Arcane. Or well, are you proficient in Arcana, Stripe? Well, I guess you're charisma. You're a bard.
No,
you're a bard.
Half, like the half proficiency in everything. So
what's your So you're charisma based. Okay, let's just do it this way. Let's make it very simple. I want a charisma check from Stripe and a dexterity or strength check from Maria. And the totality, those could be public. The totality of those two things will influence how well this knockout attempt goes.
Okay. Let's do a normal, straight dexterity ability.
Mm-hmm.
The dice are not with me.
The dice tell a story. They are telling a story. Okay, so I'm going to say that with the sleep spell at 6th level, how much HP does that normally take people out with? How much HP do you have?
5d8.
5d8. Okay. Yeah, so the sleep spell. So we'll call this a partial success. You are able to knock out one of the Warforged with the sleep spell. They go unconscious. They drop their heavy metal forms, just clink, clink, clink. They drop to the floor. And the second one is grappled by Maria. However, they're still conscious, but they are currently grappled by Maria. So that's the scenario you have. What is your immediate action that you take knowing that this creature isn't unconscious, Maria?
Let's see. The other guy did get dropped by sleep. Yeah, I think Maria's immediate action here is to try and punch him in the head as hard as she can.
Okay.
Just kill people that way.
Gotcha. So you're going to move to silence permanently. Got it. All right. Go ahead and roll me just give me an attack roll.
Is he still considered surprised? And I can potentially try to use a further Shinobi strike on him?
I'm going to say if this strike hits, Shinobi Deathblow does what you want it to do.
Ooh.
Alright. Well, I don't
Shinobi Sleep Blow.
That costs
Okay.
key, but
Boy.
Okay. 19 does, in fact, and because you are within, melee of another ally, your Shinobi Deathblow, you are able to kill this Warforged. Please explain to the group what a Shinobi Deathblow looks like from this tiny non-verbal monk, please.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think she didn't get quite the landing she wanted. Her goal was to, swing them into each other, and she kind of flubbed the landing and just ended up with, a hand on, this guy's shoulder. So that distracted him to look to the right, so she immediately pulled him in the opposite direction before he was looking to the floor. Hand punches into his side, pulls out a critical core piece, and he just stops moving.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
very well recovered.
Oh my goodness.
That's quite
Very well
impressive.
recovered.
Goes for a
Well, you tried to do too much sometimes.
Put it that way.
Okay.
You tried to do too much. I had the other one. But still, very,
She's
very
gonna start
effective.
pulling the dead one into a closet.
Darsh and Sep, you witness this takedown, and it doesn't seem like there was a loud amount of noise from this takedown. And just on visual inspection, you don't see anyone else within sight range down the hallway.
Well, let's take what identifiers, uniform, and we can and bind this one up.
They appear to be naked.
You can get some badges. Yeah.
Whatever we can. Whatever we can, and then be resourceful.
You can now put in your inventory 2 enamel pins of the Braylwish flag. And their name tags if you really want.
Who did we knock out, or like what rank are they? Does that?
I'll write down the name of the guy I killed.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
remember his name forever.
So the one that you killed was Stock, and the one that's knocked out is Locke. And
we
the
need to
question-
find Beryl.
Yeah.
they're around here somewhere. Yeah, so those are the 2 that you've taken out. They are junior. So Braylon has, you're getting the sense with the King's Argosy, they have very flashy naming conventions. They are both like junior logistics journeyman and security initiate protege. But your interpretation of this is these are mooks. These are low level warforged soldiers. But on paper, on their resumes, it looks very promising to the other corporations.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Flint will wave over Darsh and Sep. All right.
Mia will write sorry in her notebook and hold it up to Darsh.
It's another day.
Are we playing with
I
Eeyore?
thought it was quite impressive.
I love it.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
I love it.
Eeyore the Artificer.
That's actually so funny.
Have you made any familiars with Warforged before, Sep?
Oh, not really. I mean, we don't get many visitors at the library, so. The answer is no. They're not organic.
He points to. Aren't we all mechanical?
Am I
Sep?
still invisible, or is he just speaking?
No, he's no longer invisible. As of casting sleep, he's no longer invisible.
That's right, yeah, you become
It
visible
stops
immediately.
there. It's not greater invisibility, yeah. That'd be sick,
Okay.
but...
I prefer to work with more fleshy materials, so let's move on. Perhaps Maria can provide me
Didn't realize
some
you
more
could be
later.
so picky right now. Okay. Alright.
I brought a bag of things if the emergency arises.
That's why you didn't have any room in your crate, Sep. Bring a
I'm not
bag.
going to leave my bones behind.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm glad you're very prepared.
Find places to stow one tied up Warforged and one dead guy.
Yes, I think.
I can put it back in the storage room.
Yeah, you could easily put
Yeah,
them back in the room
crates,
that you came,
boxes.
the spawn room. Yes, you can put them back in
Put
the
them
boxes. Okay, you've dispatched the
Like the
patrol.
box by Roddy Rich.
Oh, that's what that was. Thanks. Now that's stuck in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What's next? You're seeing signage down the hall, indicating the next level up, towards. We'll say that's the mess deck. You're in the storage deck. The next deck up is the mess deck. In between the mess deck and the bridge deck, or excuse me, not bridge deck. Well, yeah, it's called the bridge deck, but you are understanding it as like the ship deployment bridge. In between those two decks is where you need to get to for the maintenance access.
The deck above
Gotcha.
us is the mess deck.
The deck above you is the mess deck, correct?
Okay.
So it goes cargo deck, which is what you're on, mess, deck 2, airship deployment deck, or, bridge deck, whatever you want to call that. Then second deck is executive deck, and then deck 1 is the captain's bridge.
Ooh. Do they have like elevators on here? Do we have to climb stairs? What are we doing?
We have to run another one shot with these characters.
Mass maintenance. Captains. So mess deck,
Cargo, mess,
maintenance.
Bridge, executive. Deck 3 is the soldier deployment deck.
Yeah, here, I'll post it in journal for you. I should have laid that out somewhere. Is mess. 5 is cargo. There you go. In between 3 and 4 is the maintenance tunnel. It is not of a deck of its
own. Go there. Are there stairs? Is there a ladder? Captain, where are we going?
We had some signage directing us up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does the signage?
We have two IDs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, down the hall, you're seeing signs for stairs.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's like, well, how well do you think each of you could blend into a foreign mess hall? Just quickly move aside.
Do I have to talk?
No, hopefully not. Can we construct some sort of fabrication, perhaps, passing through on patrol? Something to include you in, each of you. No?
I
Well,
really
then.
don't have much, personally.
We're just gonna point at Darsh and try to imply that we're helping him fix something.
Okay. Well, we'll be taking the stairs then. We're not going to make. We'll try to stay out of sight as much as we can. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to make a distraction of some sort so that the rest of you can pass through. Do you have anything on hand for, something loud?
Those
You can make.
We have bombs. I mean,
you do have 3 bombs.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the distraction you had in mind?
I was just. It's a suggestion. You don't need to yell at me. I know we're supposed to use those for the gravity stabilizers, but I'm just saying.
You could start a fire somewhere.
I can turn myself invisible. I mean, if the worst comes to worst.
Maria will sign that she can produce a small light with a wand she has.
Oh, well, that's cute.
Wonderful. Let's see. Land. Wait, a sound image. Yeah.
I mean,
Yell really loudly.
I say we just roll with it. Just walk behind Stripe and let him talk to anyone who interrupts us, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we have a timer, so an hour. We don't intend to be here very long. Let's go.
If you're pretending to be, on the ship, you could make us be prisoners, and you could be transporting us somewhere.
I didn't realize that you would
Maria
relish
shakes
such a
her head. She
performance.
does not like that plan.
All right. Well then, my
If you
prisoners.
prefer sneaking around, we can do that too. I do think we should get going, though.
Shake her head more
Staying in one spot.
vigorously.
Well then, prisoners, get in line. Up.
Okay.
Make
Yes,
sure to look
Captain.
downtrodden. Make sure to look downtrodden.
Maria,
Yeah.
do you want to be my guard,
Shoulders
Maria?
drop.
I don't really care.
Staring at the floor. Maria does not need to pretend to be downtrodden about this.
Mhm.
Just signs bad plan and then gets behind you in prisoner mode.
Yeah, what sort
I
of...
can,
Go ahead.
I could fall in line.
Essentially,
I also thought that I could bring a ladder out and look like I was, of some maintenance. I think someone with a ladder always looks like they're going somewhere. People don't bother them. Doesn't
Duff,
matter,
I don't
matter
mean any
what it's
offense,
for.
but I do not think anyone on the ship looks like you.
They don't. They don't. No. But that's why I think a ladder. They see a ladder and not me. So maybe that would
That is,
help out.
well, that is just very optimistic.
Okay, maybe a prisoner.
I do appreciate your outlook on life is truly it's bright and everything. But perhaps the prisoner aspect of it would work better.
Look,
Okay.
working labor, that'll be fine. I appreciate the effort, and when you're asked to embellish, that's a fine story. Let's get to it. The plan is Stripe will essentially lead this kind of performance, and he'll leverage casting friends if it comes to it.
Okay.
How about we have it like Stripe in the front, Maria in the back, and Darsh and Sep in between them as like the prisoners, if that's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think so too.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
Let's give the badges, the enamel pins to Stripe and Maria.
Yeah.
So you got the badges. Nobody has any sort of like
She'll pin it on her dress.
easy enough. No sort of like manacles or anything. Just
I
have
do
rope?
have the.
We have rope.
I have a artificer item that is the right tool for the job.
you do have
Ah.
I
that.
do have a potion.
Improvise some
I
manacles.
could create. However, the creation requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work, so maybe in
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria's not carrying any of that.
Yeah, if you wanted to burn some arcane energy to do that, I'd let you do it quickly.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that's
I
your
will.
call. Okay. Yeah, so give me a
Can we
first
just
level
maybe
spell
use
slot.
rope? We don't need to like use a spell slot here. I feel
You
like
can
we
also use rope.
might
Yeah.
want to save those for the combat. Rope seems like it would work. No, not to shit
Yeah,
on
that's fine.
anyone's creativity, but like
Yeah, you're
Sliding
right. That is a big resource.
Sliding scale.
We don't have to come up with a perfect plan. All of them will be challenged.
yeah.
I think so. Then let's not worry. We're gonna get bogged down a lot if we try to come up with a perfect plan.
Exactly. Yes. The people walking by are gonna be like, wait a second. Oh no, metal manacles. They're fine. Let them through.
Mhm.
Like I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal.
Okay. All right, let's do... Yeah, we're going to call this a group performance check.
Yeah.
No!
Look, me and Maria just need to not bring it down so much. As long as we can roll like a 10 or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to say... Maria
I
can
can
s-
12 to get a 10.
No.
Look, I need to roll a 9 to get a 10. So
Yeah,
or I need to roll. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
yeah, I'm going to play with the DC behind the screen, but I want a group performance check. Everybody roll performance for me, please.
Public or private?
Public. Everyone roll public,
Okay, yeah,
please.
we can all laugh at our bad rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's-
Oh, I hate being a prisoner so much. Oh, no.
That's pretty good.
I was not
Stripe is gonna be pulling his weight here.
Darsh is doing great.
Oh, woe is me! I was captured. Oh no.
The ladder is working wonders. For sure.
The ladder's a IRL solid strat. Darsh was onto
Is
something
it too
there.
late for me to have taken the arms that the Warforged were carrying?
The arms?
What are you gonna be
No.
doing?
No.
Alright,
Well, no, you can
I'm-
take the javelins. You cannot take the arm blades unless you sever their arms.
Unless you take literally their
Yeah.
arms, yeah.
I'll just have the javelins.
Okay. Yeah, you can sling
Might make me look more official.
Yeah, you can sling
point.
the so just say that you have a little a pouch behind you that carries 3 javelins on your back. Okay. All right, and with this performance you're heading up to the mess deck?
Yeah, the idea is that we'll try to make use of like the spare timing due to the schedule changes that were announced, and try to like quickly make our way to like a maintenance maintenance shaft or hall.
Okay.
Can
Understood.
we go directly from this floor to the 3rd floor? I know we need to get between 3 and 4, but do we have to pass through floor 2 anyway, or can we just skip it?
You need to
We
pass
were on 5, and we would need to get to 4 in
Yes.
between 4 and 3.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I had it upside down, but yeah, you know what I meant.
Yes. No, so you're going my voice thing
So, yeah,
is saying I'm super
In this
low
case, we have to
latency.
go to mess to get between 4 and 3, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
At least
then
that's
we have no choice. Then that's fine.
Yeah, at least that's your general understanding right now without more signage on
Gotcha,
the
gotcha.
different floors. So, you make your way up one of the stairwells near the rear of the ship. And it seems like these hallways, once you get up here, seem to branch. Like, there's a long hallway, then there's a large cafeteria-style room, and then you see on the other side of that cafeteria seems to be another long hallway, and you see remnants of more light, probably another larger room down there. So it looks to be a semblance of a large amount of cafeteria space. So, you get the sense as you're walking up that the grumblings of the people up here of their lunches and meals being cut short is obvious. You are seeing a good amount of people moving. You come upstairs to crowds beginning to sort their way out of the cafeteria to the higher levels. So because you're in the rear, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of people are making their way to you. However, there is about 5 or 6 people making their way to the stairwell that's, you're on one side, they're on the other side, and the stairwell to the next level that the stair says to the airship bridge is in the middle of you. But that's not what you're looking for, right? You're looking for the maintenance tunnel. So you're seeing a decent amount of people in pilot garb. They seem to be in some sort of flight suit. They've got goggles on above their eyes, and they're beginning to check their things. A couple of them look your way, and they seem questioning. However, considering that Stripe is in the front with his charming smile, and everyone else is trying to appear as small as they possibly can behind him, they move on. However, there are more crowds moving around here, and you are not currently seeing any signs in this one hallway before the cafeteria of a maintenance tunnel or maintenance access. So, gonna have to move further down this level.
Oh, the ladders is coming. Dash. Do you have any sense of where this maintenance entrance might be?
You ask one of the pilots.
No, I was asking Darsh, but if from experience with this sort of Spelljammer engineering, where this maintenance tunnel might be.
Does Darsh have
I think Darsh. His whole craft is at least creating model Spelljammer. Spelljammer ships, so maybe he would at least have an idea of like logic.
Yeah,
how far.
I'll allow for it. I think that would. I mean, Hadozi are the prominent shipbuilders in cyberspace. Granted, this is not a ship built in cyberspace. This is a Braywa ship, but I would allow that role. Let's look at what would be appropriate here. I would say, you can roll me either a history, or I would say, I mean, right now you would realistically, this would be like a what's the damn thing? I think I made these skills after I added all the extra skills, but let's just roll me an intelligence check, and I'll add your proficiency on top of that. Okay. So 16. Yeah. Understanding how large this ship is, if the maintenance tunnel runs through the whole thing, you're surprised there's not a maintenance access near the rear of the ship, but you'd be willing to guess that if there's a maintenance shaft just directly above this level, in between the two levels, there's likely some sort of centralized access based on the fact that you're not seeing any near the edge. So Darsh's best guess would be that probably in the hallway, the next hallway on the other side of this cafeteria would probably be where maintenance access is. And that's about, you can all eyeball it. It's about 120 feet away from you, the next hallway. So the next room you're walking into is about 120 feet long.
Okay, sounds good. All right, everyone, maintain your scowls or your expressions of dread. Don't stop if anyone, don't stop for anyone. Let me, and if someone should be pulling rank, give me a chance to speak with them first. All right.
All right, keeping
So
same
let's
strat
cross.
then. Same strat.
Mhm.
Let's do another. You can either keep this group roll, or you can all re-roll again.
I did roll very, very well. I won't lie to you.
I rolled
I mean,
quite
on
bad, but I don't think I'm gonna get better. So I vote keep it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Actually, yeah, Flint, do your character only have a +3 in charisma?
Performance +3
Oh.
charisma.
I thought you were I thought bards were like a charisma
Swords bard.
people.
Swords
There's plenty of stuff. Mhm.
Yeah.
Look, a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I mean, we're missing out on like an additional
You're on
2
board.
on it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, then you shouldn't re-roll that. Yeah, you rolled a 17. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay, yeah.
Okay, we'll let that ride. All right, so you make your way boldly into the cafeteria, into the mess hall. It appears that everyone is... this is a room that roughly fits about 150 people, and it is a well-oiled machine in that the staff are quickly churning out the last of the dishes that are being brought down. It seems like there's a window there's a line of people trying to drop off their dishes to the dishwashers, and there's a lot of discontent in this group about the actions that they're about to take. But you notice that level of conversation seems to starkly drop when there's anyone of any sort of influence or station standing around. And as such, one of those individuals of station, a young human, spots your group and ends the conversation that they were having, more like they end their chastising of one group to find someone new to chastise. And so they approach you, Stripe, and they say, "Who are you, and why aren't you at your assigned station? You should be heading up to the airship bridge. There's no need for you to continue your time here on the mess. You've already been told there will be no more meals served. You look like you're coming in to eat. You need to turn around and walk away. What are you doing?
I think this is a moment Stripe will like whisper to the rest as they keep walking. I'm just like, and he'll look back at this moment and it's like, oh, it's like, what? It's like what a flood of amazing questions you have here. Well, unfortunately, it's not my task to eat right now. You'll have to cover our fill in the meantime. We have some work to do. And as in preparation for our upcoming mission. But if you do need any further information, walk with me. I won't be able to stop here.
Okay.
He wants to convince him to like come along to like get him isolated.
Yeah. Okay.
At least to the point to like cast friends. It's like we have a number of tasks to get to. But if you have any more questions, come along with us.
Okay. So you do cast friends. Okay. Let me just read that real quick. Advantage on charisma checks. Okay. I'm gonna say you can.
A minute, and then he knows.
Yeah.
After a minute.
Okay.
Hey, we're not gonna be here for a long time.
Would you have briefed Maria on this spell?
Yeah. Culturally, yeah. I mean, Friends is cast culturally in some places too, right? So it's
I'm
not
asking if like Stripe specifically, because I don't think Maria would like know it.
fair.
But
okay. So go ahead and roll me either a persuasion or deception, either your choice. At advantage, please.
Okay. And this is private.
Yes, this will be private. Blind GM, please. Or private GM. Or blind. Damn, that's the words I'm looking for.
Okay. Blind GM, advantage.
Okay. He looks at you as you're like gesturing for him to join you. He says, "Absolutely not. I don't have time to be spent wasting around down here. I have more important things up in the executive suites anyways. I'm just making sure that everyone gets out. Good to hear that you are also to your task, whatever that may be. Very well, carry on." And he turns back to chastise the folks that were behind him who have left. They took your moment as an opportunity for them to escape.
Is there anyone left in this area?
They are. This cafeteria is quickly clearing out outside of the employees who are still working and cleaning in the kitchen in the back.
Got it. We're still in the cafeteria. Okay.
Yes. I don't know.
Let's get out of the cafeteria.
You can continue on walking, and you make it to the other side of the cafeteria once more unaccosted, and you find a ladder that appears to go up. It's a ladder that appears to indicate that it's heading towards the maintenance areas. However, when you look up there appears to be some sort of access panel that has some sort of glyph, or it looks like a potential place to insert a key. So it's almost like a hatch.
Oh no.
Like a locked hatch that you have to get through. But if you climb up there and if you interact with it, you are above the level of the hallway.
You could try knocking.
What's that?
Do you mean capital K knock or?
No.
No, I mean like with your hand. See if anyone would let us in.
Be a guest?
I'm the prisoner. I can't.
Maria will step forward and use her metal hands to knock and hopefully get a nice ring going.
Okay. So you climb up the ladder. The ladder's about 10 feet up. It's more like 15, maybe closer to 20 feet up. You climb up the ladder to the access hatch at kind of on the rooftop area. The sounds of the cafeteria is kind of dull out as you're kind of in this like enclosed tube as you're climbing up to the shaft there. And you bang on the hatch. How long do you wait? You don't get an immediate response. How long do you wait?
Yeah, I mean, we can give it like a minute or two.
Okay.
Do we get any signs of someone approaching from the
I
think
other after
side?
30 seconds,
Like, are there any
she'll
footsteps?
knock again more urgently.
You all are kind of loitering around in the hallway, but it looks like the cafeteria is dumping out all of its attendants or all of its customers, if you will, to the stairwell that the original group that passed by you. So they're heading in the opposite direction. And it looks like the cafeteria.
Do our badges allow access?
You try your badge. Okay.
Yeah.
If you hold up your badge to the access panel, the glowing blue sigil blinks red 3 times. And nothing seems to happen.
Now, red is not a traditionally good color in these situations, I think.
Dash, what do you make of this? Do you think you can...
Suppose the wizard took Nystol's magic aura.
No.
Well, it seems that we just need a higher form of clearance. Maybe that gentleman that yelled at you earlier could offer his badge.
Yes, Maria could offer to take it from his corpse.
Knocked out body, hopefully.
You don't have... Okay. Gotcha. All right, well, if it comes to that. Yeah. A minute's gonna pass and that dude's gonna be hostile soon, so I guess we might as well jump up for his badge. Yeah, Stripe is just gonna like counter it. It's like, hold on, someone as nosy as that fellow is going to, is surely going to come by. Everyone get into positions.
Positions? What does that mean?
Well, we're going to have to fight him for it.
Okay.
It's ceiling time. I'm getting on the ceiling.
So, I'd say 2 of you can hide in the ladder, like, access tunnel, but outside of that, anybody else inside, like, not in that little enclosed area, is just exposed down this hallway. So, only 2 of you could hide into that area, so...
Yeah, Stripe will remain invisible.
Step will climb the ladder.
So will Dart.
Yeah, I guess I'll be standing at the bottom.
Okay.
Maria's gonna open her book and pretend like she's reading something important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like she's miming like there's a checklist or something.
Okay. The minute of friends has passed, and you're hearing stomping footsteps about 30 feet away as as the executive officer that you likely talked to is stomping their way towards you now.
Yeah, Stripe has been like counting down the moments to angry sounds. I think at this point he's going to be preparing silence or hold person.
Silence.
Yeah, let's go for silence.
Silence.
As soon as he wants to get this this person inside. Welcome them, be like, we can't seem to. It's just like, we can't seem to make our way into this access tunnel. For whatever reason, this blasted thing won't accept our clearance.
As you're vamping to him, he begins to, You know better than to conduct unauthorized casting of arcane spells, especially of someone of my station. I will see you report it. And at that point, he has walked into the silence bubble. And he said, I will see you report it.
Wonderful.
His mouth is still moving, but no words are coming out.
Time to shine, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First things first. Tavern Brawler lets me do a bonus action grapple attempt if I hit an attack.
Yep.
So I think Maria's first tactic is she's gonna open with throwing the enamel pin at him, and then she's gonna follow it up with a punch and a grab.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll call the enameled pin improvised weapon. This one's just a D4, but I'll let you do it. So roll up. Yeah, because it's just a tiny little pin.
Can I use that as my monk weapon?
I'll allow it. Yeah, it's fun and it's a one shot, so you can do
Like
it.
a kunai.
Yeah.
It's like a kunai,
It's a dart.
It's made of metal. That's
Right.
fine. Okay, yeah, roll the
Yeah,
hit.
I believe that's raw.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
have to
that's...
double check that later.
Is it... I think it's still the
Alright,
whatever your normal
so-
unarmed strike is.
Because it's only a d6, but I think it's because it's a light weapon I'm now proficient with thanks to Tavern Brawler.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 18 hits. He's not a soldier. He's an executive. So you can roll damage with the... go ahead and roll damage with the enamel pin. Oh, okay.
I keep getting
So...
a deflect missile pop up whenever I attack.
That's weird. I don't know why you're getting it when you attack. Oh, you might be you're targeting yourself. So if you see the flashing arrows against you, hover over your token and press T to turn that off. Once that's off, because you don't have to target anyone for this roll. So 10 HP is how much this guy had. So describe to the gang how you kill this executive with an enamel badge.
Oh no.
Is it a lethal strike?
Unless
yeah, I think you can't. Rules is written. You can't make a ranged weapon attack.
I don't give a shit about that. I allow anything to be non-lethal. So
okay, yeah, I wanna knock him out. I want to just fucking beat him on the head and make him crumple in the silence field and then catch the pin.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you've been knocked out this executive. Just poofed him in the forehead and he just goes down. Okay. All right, now you've got a limp executive hanging out in this hallway. What are you doing?
Yeah,
All right, let's
immediately
grab that
search
badge
him
and
for
pass it.
his badge.
Okay. All right. You daisy chain past the badge up to Sep, who's at the top of the ladder. Sep, you have the badge.
Thank you very much. I present the badge.
Okay.
To the thing.
Not anywhere close to a window or the edge of the ship, are we?
We are not. You are in this basically dead center. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funnier if you know how Spelljammer gravity fields work. You can't just chuck a body and it flies off. It would just basically be like stuck floating around the outside of the ship. Which
it'd be orbiting,
amazing.
yeah. Now I'm imagining this dead body floating up past the captain's bridge.
Dead. He's
unconscious. Yeah. Okay. So the blue glyph flashes green, and you hear something unlock on the access panel above you, Sep.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna
Sep's gonna open it up
into the tunnel behind us.
Okay. You're gonna need... There's not really anywhere in here to hide the unconscious executive at this moment, unless you... in this hallway, there's nowhere to hide him. Sep, as you go up in the access hatch, you find yourself in a pre-cramped maintenance tunnel. You are pretty tall. You have to stoop down to stand up in here.
Oh, no.
And as you're standing, you're basically standing on top of, like, electrical... Like, think every single steampunk arcane electrical technology running below your feet, and you're seeing, like, zaps of, like, arcane energy flowing down this tunnel. You're seeing pistons and, like, pieces of metal pushing out. Like, you're basically standing on the inside of, like, an engine bay, if you will. Once you get about 20 feet away from the access panel.
I motion everyone else to come up and follow me. And do what you want with the body.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him with us into this little maintenance tunnel.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm gonna leave him by the hatch, but I just think it's gonna be better than in the hallway next to the cafeteria.
Hope for the best. Yeah. Okay. All right, you found yourselves... You have entered the gravity stabilizer tunnel. Do we need to take a break? Do y'all want to press?
I'm good to keep going, but if anyone else wants to take a break.
I'm good to keep going.
Okay, cool. We usually stop our sessions in 2 hours time from now. I'm in Mountain Time, so that's 10 p.m. If we want to press past that, we can. If we want to end it there, I'll let y'all know how far we have left at that point, and we'll see if we want to press to try to finish or just do what we can. So, okay. You have now found yourselves inside of the maintenance tunnel that stretches down the entire length of the ship. Your objective here now is to sabotage the gravity stabilizer tunnel. However, there is, like I said before, a significant amount of active moving ship components that are in your way, to include electrical discharges that seem to run the length of the tunnel. So, we have reached our skill challenge. You have 3 explosives that you need to plant alongside this tunnel. You are not hearing any sort of active individuals in this tunnel. It seems to be not traversed, probably because it's incredibly dangerous to traverse this thing while the ship is in active flight and operation. So, there are pistons. The tunnel is obscured in many places. There is active hazards of things discharging arcane energy, pistons pushing out that would probably smack the shit out of you standing in front of it. And like I said, this ominous discharge of arcane energy that seems to be pulsing down the tunnel every couple seconds. So, 3 successes, you have 3 explosives before 3 failures. Take it away. Let me know what y'all think y'all want to do for this.
What's the plan?
Maria wants to just take one of the explosives and gun it for the farther end.
Okay.
She's confident in her ability to dodge out of the way of stuff.
Okay, so you want to try to take the longest route and try to dodge and basically just use your acrobatic dope monk shit to try to dodge out of the way of all the effects. Okay, that would be our first check. It seems like you understand this skill challenge very easily. I would like, and these are public, go ahead and make me a acrobatics check. The DC for this skill challenge, you'll know once you... I'll let you know if you succeed or fail if you land right on the DC. That's how you learn the DC.
Okey-doke. Alright, dice. I know you and I have had some disagreements so far, but I think this time you can do it for me.
It's gotta work. It's gotta work. That's what we're talking about.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what we're talking about.
All right.
Go for it, Maria.
So Maria quickly dips, dodge, ducks, dives, and dodges their way through all of the pistons firing and basically this cacophony of maintenance tunnel nightmares. And Maria is able to successfully plant the first charge near the front of the ship. I don't know ship nautical terms. Don't ask me to do it. We're not doing it. Even though I run a Spelljammer campaign, I refuse.
Wow.
The bow of the ship, right? You've traveled several hundred feet, but you've made it down there. So that is our first success, our first explosive planted. Who's next?
Indeed. How far away?
Josh, what do you have in mind?
What's that? Yeah, I mean it's abstract. You're trying to space out 3 of these explosives through the length of the ship. It's abstracted though.
Gotcha. So, would Misty Step be able to cover enough distance?
I would say
30 feet is the problem.
I would say, is Misty Step a 2nd level spell?
It is a 2nd level spell.
Okay. I will say that if Sep does the explosive like near the access tunnel and then quickly Misty steps back, I will allow that as a success, as Sep is doing the closest bomb.
Yeah. Oh, I can handle this one, don't worry. And Sep will find the easiest possible place to put it. And then Misty steps back to where he was.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah.
Misty steps there and Misty steps back?
No,
really good.
I'll say it. You only need to use one spell slot for this for the skill challenge. So I'll say that Step is able to get barely, because you're already in the middle of the ship, so you just get barely in the danger zone and then quickly Misty Step out of that. So
How about I like Misty Step past the stuff like the first time while I'm holding the bomb, because it'd be like difficult for me to do. And then after that, I can like really slowly crawl back super safely, but I'm not holding the bomb.
that works. Okay. Is that like a prompt? Is that template like where you're gonna teleport to? Is that what's going on right now?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
just is showing me where I
Yeah,
can go. Yeah.
Oh, bougie.
Yep.
Bougie.
Look at
Foundry's
that.
awesome. Foundry's cool.
Oh, that was really bougie.
Okay.
Yes, I know. It looks great.
Okay.
The
All right.
return is the return crawl is a hard image to wipe from our minds, but
Yeah.
the beginning of that was very impressive.
First part looked great.
He's like, still on his stomach as he's crawling.
Hmm.
It's taking a while.
Yeah,
It's
Maria
very-
is actively running back in the background.
Okay. That
Gosh,
is.
where would the last charge be best placed?
I think it's probably midway down, but I can't make out what this pulse is. Can I actually check? Like, what are like on the walls of the maintenance tunnel?
Mhm.
Is it like panels that you can rip off? Like, do they look like specifically designed for like to maybe facilitate or help this pulse, or like is it just like solid concrete?
Are you
or
trying
wood?
to like disable or delay the pulse?
Right.
Okay.
Trying to redirect it so there's a safe spot for me to
Yeah.
travel through.
Yeah.
I
I
place the charge.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. Yes, I will allow you to attempt to determine the nature of the arcane pulse to attempt to delay it for a short period of time. Maybe you can short circuit it for a second so that the pulse doesn't endanger you as you move to place the last charge. So let's have that be either. I mean, you proficient in Arcana?
Not, but I have a +4. I can still do
Yeah.
Arcana.
Yeah. I'll let you do. Yeah. I'll let you do an. Yeah. I mean, you're intelligent. Yeah. I'll let you be. I'll let this be an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, not bad.
That is a successful roll. So Darsh is able to analyze the electrical pulse, arcane electrical, like this weird fusion of electricity and arcane magic that's pulsing through the maintenance tunnel, and you're able to quickly short circuit it by combining some different glyphs that are nearby that aren't supposed to be connected. So there's a short circuit that occurs that allows you to make passage down one of the areas to place the last charge. So, Darsh, you now
Nice.
have the control glyph that detonates these 3 charges. Think magical steampunk C4. That's what you have. So you may.
Okay.
So, understanding as such, in order to lower the elemental containment barriers, you have to sabotage the gravity stabilizer first. So at some point between now and when you go to destroy, breach those barriers, you have to destabilize the gravity in the brass Valkyrie. You can do it now, you can do it later. It's up to you.
But this control glyph is not the captain's control glyph, right?
This is not the captain's control glyph. The captain's control glyph is on his person, and you need that to lower the elemental containment barriers inside of the ship to basically force the. This is the steampunk version of the nuclear meltdown.
I think during this time, Stripe will be trying to replace the uniform of the officer we brought into the maintenance tunnel.
You're gonna steal his fit, is what you're gonna do.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Take his fit.
Strip.
Take his
You're
fit.
gonna cop his fit.
You're gonna cop that man's fit. Okay. All right. I will say that for the tactics, you have successfully entered and sabotaged the gravity stabilizer. You just have to push the button.
Woo! look at that check mark. Nice.
Wonderful.
Nice.
So when it seems like we need a distraction, or we're about to enter into the elemental containment barrier, Dash, you have free reign to activate the charges.
What does low
Well done, everyone.
containment barriers actually look like? Like or rather, how long does that take?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
Could be simple, could be a long process.
Gotcha. Do we have any inkling as to whether or not the containment barrier would similarly be within maintenance, or
No, you would reckon that the elemental containment barrier controls are done by, considering that the captain is the only one that can control it, you reckon it's probably at the captain's bridge. So you're gonna need to get all the way up to the captain's bridge.
Okay. All right. We
I would
get up
very
to
much like to meet this captain myself, actually.
So.
Do you have a personal relationship
We've
with them?
established Sep can fly,
That's true.
right? Maria has spider slippers. What does Stripe and Darsh have for potential movement options? How do we feel about going on the outside of the ship?
Oh,
Love
okay.
that
Well, I
idea.
have kinetic jaunts, some very nice acrobatics, and that'll probably have to do. All right, but yeah, I'd be down for using the access tunnels to go on the outside.
If we need to, I can make sure I stick to the ship and don't fall off, but it's kind of dangerous.
However, you all know that there is breathable air on the outside of a spelljamming ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, no concerns about that there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the air bubble
Maria will
extends
sign back
outside.
to Darsh, as dangerous as going through 4 decks of occupied ship.
Yeah, I see the point. Yeah.
I think the ladder was going to take you very far, Dash, but I
still
think this
like the
idea.
Okay.
If
But
we need to
I
pull
do
up the
think
ladder,
that
just
if we
let me
can-
know.
Well, let's see if we can find a decompression area before we escape the ship.
Would there
Alright.
be a vacuum? There wouldn't really be a vacuum. You wouldn't need to decompress
Yeah, it
in
would
this
be
case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's air on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Sure.
a bubble.
Yeah, Captain.
Okay. Yeah, so,
Sep, you're gonna have to go first. All right. First,
I would love to. I would love to.
go ahead.
Let's find
Lead
a
the
way out.
way, Sep. Nope. Sep, lead the way.
Okay, but where are we going? How do we? Where's the way out?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You found it. Keep
So-
going in a direction, and it'll lead out. All of them lead out, right, Sep? Logically speaking, in the most technically fashion of being correct. Go ahead.
Right, I will. Fine. And Seth will start walking down a hallway.
I love this. Okay, so the maintenance tunnel does give you access to the outside. There is secondary offshoot. This maintenance tunnel spans the entire length of the ship, and it does lead to access panels outside. And you have the key to open up one of those exterior ports. However, in transitioning through these exterior ports, you are passing by what appears to be one of the disposal pipings that run downwards through the brass Valkyrie in some sort of collection area. And as you are passing through, one of the pipes breaks and seems to emit an incredibly foul stench as some sort of gas or cleaning supply dumps out into your group. I would like everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. This is against poison if anybody is resistant or any sort of special things to that.
I am hella resistant to poison.
I am.
No, I need to be a high level
Absolutely
monk
not.
for that.
Resistance just gives me advantage, right?
No, it's resistance is applies to it halves the
Resistance?
damage.
No.
Yeah, just halves the damage.
Resistance.
I don't have
Poison
any,
damage.
Oh,
any
okay, gotcha.
shot of trying to physically avoid it, do I?
I don't think so. No, I mean, the Constitution is it's a abstract of avoiding the poison. So. Okay. Unfortunately, everybody fails. However, it is
You know
not.
what? I will use an inspiration.
Okay. You want to use their inspiration on this?
Inspiration coming out?
Okay. Yep. That.
There you go.
There you go. You succeed the
I don't want to
DC.
be poison for the remainder.
So, you are not poisoned. You just simply suffer poison damage. And the poison damage that you suffer is, you suffer. Second. Shit. I don't know how it goes. You suffer 12 poison damage. Sep, if you're resistant, you take half, so you only take 6. And it smells like shit. As you all just got poo gassed in the maintenance tunnel.
There seems to be a little bit of a leak.
Yeah, faulty
Sep, I
maintenance.
can't believe you ripped one in these tunnels. We are all
That
right
is
behind
not
you.
what happened. No, that is not what happened.
That is foul. You eat.
You don't even
The
know how my
remainders of your
anatomy
back?
works, do you?
Okay. With that, you are now outside on the exterior of the Brass Valkyrie, about halfway up. If we're looking at the picture, I'm going to say that you are right behind the wing. You're about level with the wing on the outside exterior. So, how are you holding on to the ship?
If I can fly, do I need to hold on to the ship?
I'm going to say no. You can fly around the entirety of the ship, or
I can like exist in the vacuum, in like the bubble, I guess.
Yeah, so if you wanted to straight up fly, you can fly roughly like, I think I called the ship 100 feet long or 1,000 feet long. So like you could like fly outwards. It's basically 1,000-foot bubble around the entire circumference of the ship. So you can fly away from the ship, or you can use your wings to help keep you on the surface of the ship. Because keep in mind, as you come outside, there are additional small patrol ships on the exterior of the Brass Valkyrie. So you are not completely hidden from just being on the outside. There are patrols that pass nearby you on the ship.
Well, where are we going? Before we, head out here, can I like
The
see
elemental
the
containment
captain's, can I see like the captain's bridge from here?
You can see the top of the spire
Or
of
is
the
it, like, on the
captain's
very top of
bridge.
the ship?
Yeah, you can see the spire on the top of the captain's bridge.
Do the other ships outside seem to be like patrolling in a pattern, or are they just always like constantly on like the side near the ship?
You can roll me an investigation check to try to put that together.
I will.
Sepp will use his
When we're on the outside
prodigious
of the ship?
intelligence to try to piece together.
Yeah, you're about to exit. You're exiting the access the panel
Yeah.
to get to the outside. Yeah, you're making your way out there. Okay.
When we're on the outside, does gravity just go down, or does it pull us towards the ship?
The gravity pulls you
It's
towards
like-
the ship. Yeah.
Okay.
When the ship is not around any other larger body, and you are getting closer to Comad Miraz, the asteroid. However, that is not a massive gravity surge. It is not affecting this current scenario. If the ship was closer, like as in like in atmosphere of the asteroid, it'd be a different question. You would be pulled towards the ground. But right now, you're kind of getting pulled inwards. However, there is still a strength factor or like some sort of grip factor to remain on. So. Okay, so Maria has the slippers of spider climbing. That seems to address the issue. Sep, You are able to track the flying patterns of the small fighters that seem to be cruising around. And you recognize that there is a window of opportunity. You get about a 2.5 minute gap. Excuse me, there's about a 2.5 minute gap from where you are to the captain's bridge, that they're not going to be directly shining a light or flying in a way that they can't see. So you can either hurry, or you can try to find a place to hide on the exterior of the ship as the fighters pass by again.
I will inform the rest of my party members of this discovery, or this. I guess it's not really discovery, but I deduced it with my superior intelligence, really. And then I'm going to use Draconic Flight.
Okie doke. How long does that last? 10 minutes. Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay. What color are your wings?
They're like physical wings. Yeah, they are. I think Sep thinks they look super cool, but they are actually like made of like they're like goopy and they drip like poison off of them. There's it's visual. It's all spectral, right? But he thinks they look super sick, and in actuality, they look like diseased and disgusting.
Gross.
Is there a smell coming off these spectral wings?
I told you.
No. I mean, maybe formaldehyde.
Fair. Give it to the necromancer. Okay. All right, we've got Draconic Flight, Slippers of Spider Climbing. How about Stripe and Darsh? What are you using to kind of hold yourselves close to the ship? Or be able to maneuver at a reasonable speed?
Darsh is using Spider Climb.
Okay. The spell Spider Climb?
You just got that.
I am using that on myself.
Hey, a D&D campaign where Spider Climb comes into play.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks like...
you can also cover our dear Bard if he does not have a good solution here.
Oh yeah, you could upcast that if you needed to. But yeah, does Stripe have viable options, or do we need that?
I'm gonna be going through acrobatics if not.
Yeah, it wouldn't be acrobatics.
You don't have a third level spell as an artificer?
I think we should.
Exactly. I can't cast third level.
Oh no.
Okay.
What a shame.
I'm gonna hand my grappling hook to Stripe.
Okay. I'm gonna say that the grappling.
I'm going to make something. Okay, go ahead.
I will say that the grappling hook will grant you advantage on the athletics check that you're going to be using on these handholds to find handholds and hold yourself in place. Because acrobatics works when you're moving at a high speed, but we're using athletics here. It's strictly physical. So.
I was gonna parkour this ship.
Nice. Can I provide him assistance in the parkour since I am stuck to the ship and I can be used as like a bungee board or some like a stepping stool of some sort?
But Maria is optimized for grappling and has a lot of strength. I think she could supervise Stripe.
Okay.
Probably. A
Yeah,
better.
nerd.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll say.
Gosh, you're with me. The nerds.
We'll say
the nerds are going to go first.
We'll say the two of you can grant Stripe advantage, so that's advantage +2 on that check when we come to it then. Okay. All right, so you are making your way outside of the ship as you climb your way up. Are you moving with all haste to try to get to the top of the control facility? You see windows up there. You want to climb straight in, or you see a small deck on the exterior as well, but there's windows all around to see out and about.
Yeah, the windows. If there are windows.
Hide. Yeah, I say we rush and just fucking bust in
Yeah.
and take out the captain.
Bust in the window?
Speed is of the essence.
Okay.
Sep will leisurely fly up to the deck area.
Okay. All right, Stripe, I'd like that athletics check then, assuming that you're... I don't know if you're proficient or not, but it is athletics check with advantage, and then we'll just add a +2 on the end of that. That's how I do double advantage. Okay. All right.
22.
22 is enough. As we can finally move to
Oh, it's
our
a natural 20.
It is
my
a
God.
natural 20. Heck yeah. Okay. All right, so I will move around the circumstances of this. This map looks a little bit different, you know. Suspend our disbelief. Sorry, your immersion.
I didn't mean to do that. But...
Oh, wrong map.
Once again,
Wrong
this
map.
is like
Wrong
straight
map.
approaching
No.
this like a.
Oh my God! Spoiler!
like,
Spoiler alert!
Sure, but this is like Stripe approaching this like fully like an obstacle course with this like a tether.
Yeah.
Like I imagine with the help he'd be using that to like kick off the ship.
Yeah.
For extra speed and to like use that extra leverage to just like essentially do tricks in the sky before landing back on the hull.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say that the four of you are on the exterior of the ship. And there you are climbing up the tower, and you can see that there are windows just north of you, and you can kind of poke your head in there and look in if you want. And you can see what's going on. They're not currently paying attention to you, but you have just a quick moment of surveying what's going on in the room before you have to leave your head. So you're seeing locations, but you're not seeing anything outside of locations. You notice two doors to the north, up here, and then there seem to be some stairwells up into the captain's bridge over here. And you see the captain sitting in his chair alongside the first mate and some guards in the room.
How breakable are these
Is
windows?
that 4 guards?
Looks like 4
What are
guards,
these guys
yes.
on the right side?
Those are Warforged soldiers. Yep, and these appear to be armored guards.
What kind
The
of
glass...
visible gear are we looking at on everyone?
Warforged, you're having a quick glance. Unless you want to stick your head up longer, perception check is going to have to be tied to a stealth check if you want to do that. But on first glance, the Warforged seem to have the same armaments as the one that you took downstairs. The guards seem to be carrying two swords. You cannot see the armaments of the captain or the first mate without further inspection.
But they don't have like obvious like armor on. They're not wearing like plate or anything like that.
Couldn't tell underneath what they're wearing. Coats above whatever they have underneath them, so you'd have to take some time to find that out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Glass seems to be
And
potentially breakable.
Should I knock on the door and distract them while you burst through the glass here?
Yeah. If you want to make the polite entrance, I think they'd welcome it. Kind of a nasty surprise when we come in the flank.
So, I mean, for context, by the way, I do believe if they saw a Dragonborn, it would be immediate aggro, given what they did to the library, right?
Agreed.
They would probably assume like any Dragonborn they see is like...
Yeah, it's on site.
immediate.
It's on site.
Yeah. So I think Sepp is gonna wing his way over here. Okay, so there are windows here. I see those.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Would I have to make a stealth check to get past them?
Not to get past those. There's also windows right here. Oh, real quick, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause the record. Okay, we're back. So there is another. You did spot another window here too. So yes, you'll have to make a stealth check to try to fly past that, or you could just show up to the door. It's up to you.
I was kind of trying to see if I could like make them turn, like go over here, make them turn the entire other direction while my allies burst in through the other side.
Okay, yeah, I mean you could go the long way around and make it obvious.
In that case, it doesn't really matter if they see me.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're making a point to do that. So yeah, I mean there's just a wall in the way, so it won't let you move past it. But yeah, I mean we'll say we're not going to move your whole token around, but you can go the long way around. And then do you want to which door do you want to end up on? That one? Okay.
Yeah, this door right here.
Okay.
And I'll give it a knock.
Okay. All
very,
right.
Very loudly.
All right. So yeah. So the other three of you here muffled through the glass, shouting as Sepp flies openly in front of the windows to go knock on the front door.
Sepp is gonna float in front of the window and wave.
Okay.
My.
At that point, then I guess. Oh boy, because you would be shot at. Oh,
they have guns?
Yeah, they
Immediately.
do have guns.
It's on site.
They
I
do have
didn't know they had
guns.
guns. I thought they had swords.
Some of them have swords, but the captain's got a big old iron. So I will say this. You flew out openly, and now you're like positioning yourself for a distraction. Okay, I will say this. I will give. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna say we're gonna roll initiative, and I'm gonna give the 3 on the left a bonus to initiative. Sep, you're gonna roll regular, and the captain with his pistol is gonna roll a bonus to his initiative too. But everybody else, we'll roll accordingly. So, okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta get the fight because I do a fight.
Gonna have, like,
round.
I thought you were gonna have like a summon. Open the door or something.
That's a good point. We could do surprise round. Okay, so yes, we can do surprise round. But if we're doing surprise round, Captain Morgan is in that surprise round shooting at you, Sep. But your 3 compatriots get surprise round.
Yeah, because I'm surprised he had a gun. That
Yes.
actually makes sense.
Yes. Okay, so we can do it that way.
Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, who could have
seen the knocking?
the blicky?
All right.
Okay, all right. Let me add y'all to the combat tracker. Actually, you're already added to the combat tracker. So, everybody, go ahead and just roll initiative.
Cool.
Is there like a specific button for that in Foundry?
If you go into the combat encounters tab to the right,
A little crossover.
there should be a die next to your character name,
yes,
and then if you click on that,
I couldn't help but notice that Sep's the only one without a cool little token outline. It's a little racist.
you either make one. Do you want to make one?
Yeah, you want me to add one for you? I felt like your photo was so photogenic.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You're right. He is beautiful. I guess that makes sense.
Beautiful man. Okay. All right.
Not a man.
Almighty
but,
That's
GM,
fair.
you said we're not doing an initiative bonus. We're just doing
No,
a
we're gonna
surprise.
we're gonna do a surprise round. So we're just rolling initiative normal.
Okay. Normal style.
Oh
initiative.
wow,
Well,
that is an alley roll right there.
that's fine.
Alien spirit.
Okay. All right. 1 second here.
It gives me a chance to let someone else distract, so I can shinobi death blow.
Yeah.
Does come in handy in that regard. Give me 1 sec. I'm just updating. I'm doing batches here, so it's easier for me. A little bit of front loading because the Warforged share initiatives, so they take the lower initiatives. Perfect. Okay. All right. So the assault on the captain's bridge has begun. But it is a surprise round, so First Mate Eldon does not get a turn. However, Darsh, you are the quickest to the jump here, as you see Captain Vorkin brandishing a big ol', what you're guessing is some sort of arcane attack thing at Sep through the window. But no one is currently looking at you and the compatriots on the west side of the bridge.
Okay. I think Darsh will, out of this little pouch he's carrying, will take out almost a handheld, almost armful of a little model ship. He'll take some tools and just alter the cannon on the ship, and I will use I'll create my Eldritch Cannon,
Okay.
Ooh.
and it will be a flamethrower.
No boat.
Oh.
No boat. Okay.
Thick.
It's just gonna be like tiny handheld, so it's gonna be on him.
Yep.
So it's not gonna be anything necessarily that we need.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
I will take my action to create that.
Mm-hmm.
15-foot cone.
Yep. So it's a 15-foot
Yeah.
cone,
You get a
so you got to
pack
be
of
And
with.
then for
Go ahead.
sorry, for the windows, like, can I just go through?
Yeah, I mean,
Window?
I'm pretty
Or do I have
loose.
to break the window?
Yeah, I'll give you. If you're not shooting something through it, I'll give you a bonus action to break through the glass. You don't need to. It's not an ability. It's pretty brittle glass, but you do need to use some sort of action economy to break it. So bonus action to break the glass, but then you can move normal.
I will use my. I think Darsh will break the glass.
Okay.
We'll shatter the glass for his companions, and then.
Okay.
I'll move. I'll move into the room, but I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
For everybody else.
Gotcha.
So.
The glass is shattered for the one pane that you were at. However, the other two panels are on their separate things. So unfortunately, only your hole is open. But there is an open window now. Okay. Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
Okie doke. It is Captain.
Guys round, so ready your weapon.
It's all good. It's all good. So, Captain Workin will look up, see the antithesis of the pain in the ass to the Braylwish that is the Dragonborn at the library, and will brandish his arcane firearm at you. He's gonna. Mm-hmm. All right. So.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes. First one is an 11 to hit you. I believe that is a miss.
That does hit, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 AC. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Well, hey.
Mage armor.
This is a big hit. That is an 11 to hit. You sure you want to shield that?
You know what? For that 11, I will in fact cast shield in reaction.
Okay. Big ol' arcane
steal
firearm.
To make that miss instead.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. And he's going to fire his second shot of the arcane firearm. That is a 20 to hit you.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Okay. All right. So you take 20
Hey,
force
it's
damage.
only 20 damage this time, so.
Okay.
Only 20.
And
Dear
then
Ow.
this guy hits. And then he will remove himself from the captain's area, and he will stand next to his guardsman over here. So he will move behind the guardsman over here. And he will you will hear him calling out as the glass breaks and the shatters and slams into Sepp as he's punched with force damage. He says, "Gods, to me! To me!" And you see him push a button on his person that seems to set off alarm klaxons throughout the ship. It is now the two Warforged soldiers' turns. They don't get a surprise round, so it's actually not. Just kidding. Haha. Okay, It is Stripe's turn.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Yeah,
break
we're
the glass.
all. Yeah, bonus action, break the glass. 5 feet. He's going to cast summon construct. This is with his lyre of building.
Okay.
So he will be playing that. Let's just look in chat. I'll be casting summon construct.
Okay. Ooh, busting out the 4th level. All right. Okay. Do you have a construct of spirit ready? Let's find out.
It is
He busted out
imported
the
and it's
20
coming
damage from
in.
the attack.
And then he will summon it. The stone construct, which has a 10-foot aura of lethargy.
Okay.
Ooh.
What is that? What does that do?
So
Yeah,
a
what does
creature
that
that starts its turn within 10 feet of this construct must make a Wisdom saving throw DC 14. And if they fail, they have their movement speed halved until the start of their next turn.
Okay. So wisdom. You said wisdom save at the start of their turn. Slow them down.
Oh, you want someone you could be close to. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll make him. Yeah. Yeah, it's 10 feet. You know what? That's fine. You want to be closer. Let's set it up. Let's make it clay. It's gonna be berserk.
Okay.
When it gets struck.
Oh,
Yeah, so let's not worry
okay,
about the aura then.
I'm fixing to take out that captain.
Mhm.
Oh my
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Hope you do.
That's 5. Oh yeah, I can make it. Well, I don't want to pass this guard. Yeah, let's make this a real party. But yeah, this will be his turn. Bring his +1.
Okay. Alrighty. Sep, you are unfortunately surprised by getting shot.
Ow!
But you did get to shield
My
one of them.
body.
Yeah, that first one would have taken you out. Maria.
Yeah.
Huh. Sorry, and an idea just occurred to me that I know this is a Maria's split-second decision. I know as a group, our mission here is to defend the fort. What if we just
Yes.
immediately destroy the fucking steering wheel?
I think I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, but I think we still need to get to the rest of it because like
I guess
have a bunch of other crafts.
Yeah. All right. I'm going for the.
Also, these guys would still be
I've got
around to kick our
enough
asses.
movement to get there.
So.
Mhm. Like I think sabotaging it does make a lot of sense.
I think. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Can I measure multiple distances? It looks like I can.
There
I've got
is a way to
45
do
feet
it.
of movement,
Someone else,
so I think
one of
I
the
can
players
come
knows how
around
to
the
do it. I don't
outside
remember.
here. Yeah. Let's see.
If you move your
30.
token, it also pops up for you too, I think.
If you hold Control while clicking,
Eugene knew. I didn't know.
Yep.
you can make
So
anchors.
Control to
Yeah, you hold
Perfect.
Control and then you click on each location you want to go. But also, as you move your character, it will track
I
how much
understand.
you've moved this round.
Yes. I'm just trying to. It looks like I can get to him. Can I move through that?
Yeah, it looks like
gold
it's 45
space?
exactly.
Yeah, you can move there.
Okay, so yeah, I will move like that to not take any extra opportunity attacks I don't need to be taking.
Okay.
If I can get back onto
Get
Yep.
the
straight
yeah,
for the
okay.
captain.
Okay.
Not seeing any great inspirations for weapons on my path. That's okay. My hands are weapons.
Exactly.
And I have a golem next to him, and I don't have disadvantage, so that means if I hit, I can and will do some shinobi death blows.
Hell yeah.
So
I forgot monks have extra movement speed.
we're going to do. Oh yeah, I've got
Yeah.
45 base.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh,
Nat one.
That is a miss,
All right,
unfortunately.
I got
Yep.
where that came from.
Okay.
okay.
Second attack.
15 is unfortunately still a miss on the captain. As you impact,
Just roll above a 10.
yeah, as you impact his body, you hit onto his studded armor underneath his jacket.
I'll flurry of blows for 2 more.
Go for it.
Nice.
1 key point.
Mhm, mhm.
1.
Doing some monk stuff.
Sorry, the smoke alarm started to go off. It went off.
Oh, no,
went
is
back
that
off
serious?
instantly.
Okay.
Some real immersion. Okay.
All right, how's the 21?
21 is definitely a hit, so
There
10
we go.
damage.
All right. Let's make that a little bit more damage. I'm gonna spend another key point for a death blow.
Uh-huh. Go for it.
Death blow. There it goes.
You can do that once per turn. Ooh. Damn. Low
Is that
digits,
once per
but
turn?
4-1-1.
yep, you know
Yeah,
what
and
you
I'm
know
also
what's going
gonna
on.
heal for 6 points.
Yep. Okay.
And I've got 1 more attack coming out.
Mm-hmm. 18
So
hits.
I'm gonna go for a stunning strike.
Okay. Con save for my guy, right?
All right. 3rd key point spent. Con save.
In
DC
5
14.
seconds. That is a 13 on the con save. I don't know what the save is. I don't know what the DC
14
is.
is the DC.
What's the D?
14 is the DC?
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Stunned.
Huge.
I've got 16 wisdom.
Okay, stun till the start of his next turn or end of his next turn?
So he's. I think it's until my turn. Let me double check. until the end of my next turn.
Damn. Okay. All right. So you basically
Damn.
could keep spamming that if you
He got
use all your
surprised, that's
keys.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are you? Can you do anything else?
That's my move.
Okay. All right.
That
now,
is everything I can do.
right. We are now at the top of the turn order as the first mate jumps in surprise as everyone, it just jumps through the windows and starts blasting and punching. The first mate will attempt to target you, Maria, with this large arcane sparking mace that he's got in his hands, and he's going to try to clobber you.
That's fair.
That's a 19 to hit.
That makes sense.
It might have procced something from you. Okay. So
It tried to proc a deflecting missile. So
Oh,
I did not do that.
Gotcha, yeah. So 15 bludgeoning damage that you suffer from this arcane empowered mace that seems like it was homemade. And then he will
Cool.
move. He will move. But there is opportunity attacks he's going to suffer here. But he is trying to get out of the way here. He does not like where he is.
He's going to provoke an opportunity attack.
He
from me,
absolutely will provoke an opportunity attack from you and from the clay construct. So both of you can attack the first mate here.
Oh, nice. Gotcha.
I'm thinking. Can I substitute a shove and try and trip him?
Yeah, shove and trip as a bonus action. Yeah, I mean, I would allow it. Yeah, you can try to trip. So we'll say that's a save kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's your stunning strike save? 14, right? So I'll say that's
Yeah, my stunning strike save is 14.
okay. So I'm gonna have him make a dex save. That construct attack did
I was
hit.
hoping to roll athletics.
I will say that the rolling of athletics is for the grapple checks. How does trip attack normally work? I gotta look this up.
Normally it's a
It's a
shove, which is a athletics.
Yeah.
Opposed
Oh,
to
okay.
Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, I'll allow that then. So it'll be your athletics versus his acrobatics. It's the same. So okay. So go ahead and roll.
That is good news to me. I've got +10 to that.
So roll the 16. Okay, so he doesn't make that. He suffers that 10 damage as he gets smacked the fuck up, and then he gets dropped prone. Damn. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna say he made it here. That wasn't the upper. That was the first opportunity attack. So he made it here. Then he gets knocked. Actually, he would make it here as he's leaving your area. So that's where he drops prone. Bow. First mate drops. That's his whole last turn. Well, he got 10 feet. It's still his turn. We could use half of his movement to stand. Okay. I mean, yeah, he barely gets anywhere. So you trip him up, and that tripping makes him get to, like, here. That's as far as he gets. So he runs, gets smacked in the back of the head, gets tripped up by you, falls, stumbles to his knees, grabs his things, and tries to keep running, but he barely makes it anywhere. Okay. Darsh.
Darsh. Seeing that the captain is probably completely handled, I think
I
he'll
don't know about
use-
completely handled.
From his perspective, it's pretty bad. In this room, like, how tall is this? Like, because it's enclosed, right? So how tall
Yep.
are the ceiling?
The ceiling goes up to 30 feet here. It's a pretty tall area. It's pretty
Like,
expansive.
this is like a platform, right? Are these like structures above the platform, or are they like as a part of it?
These are
Like,
on the
basically with
ground.
spider climb, could I climb up? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to spider climb up onto the ceiling, I could say that you could use the grating here that runs all the way up. You could climb up from where you are to get to the ceiling. You'd have to use all of your. I mean, yes, this little area.
It's 30 feet up, yeah.
These little notches here. Yeah, I mean, you can climb up that whole thing. So if you want, you can do that.
Well, I think what I will do, just to make it easy for like moving around, Darsh will start. Like, he'll climb up about, like, 10 feet, maybe?
Okay.
And I will use 20 feet to get here.
Okie doke.
So I'm about 10 feet up, and then we'll... 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put you on the other
Cast.
side, because if not, you're going to be firing you're going to be firing from, like, weird cover. It's like a wood lattice thing. So I put you on this side. Because
okay.
if not, you'd be protected from somewhat ranged spells, but also it'd be harder for you to shoot down. So, your call if you want to be on the other side.
right now, Grease.
Okay.
Basically at the reinforcements here.
Okay.
It's a 60-foot range.
Range, and then it's what, a 10-foot cube? Yeah, 10-foot square. Okay. Yeah, you hit both of them.
And then it's a yep. I want to hit both of them, like place it there-ish.
Yep.
And then
Yep. So one of them succeeded, one of them failed. So one of them slips and falls on their asses. That worked out successfully.
Perfect. I need to figure out how far my flamethrower can shoot.
It's a 15-foot
It's a
cone.
15-foot cone. Okay, so it's a 15-foot cone.
If you want to retcon for a different type of arcane cannon, you're welcome to. I know this is the first time you played it on
I think this is
okay.
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 Yeah, this is okay. I think that'll be my my action to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I think my bonus action, I don't necessarily need to use anything. I think he's just getting ready to stop and really cut off the entrance of any reinforcements that the alarm set off.
Okay.
And I think actually, maybe I'll even look to the captain and hold out the glyph as well. Like, just is now a good time.
Oh, the detonation?
Yeah, the detonation. I can press it any time.
Okay. All right. It is the captain's turn, but he is stunned, so he can't do shit all. It is the Warforged's turn.
Hell yeah.
The captain's just down for the count. Okay. The one that is standing will protect the captain, so he's going to brandish a javelin to try to throw at the biggest threat to the captain is Maria, so he's going to target Maria. Hey, remember that whole deflect missiles thing? Okay.
Unfortunately, I used my reaction.
Womp womp, but that's an 11
guy.
to hit you, so
Well, it missed.
you're actually solid. Let me double check for multi-attack. Makes 2 arm blade. Okay. Alright, that's his whole turn. These guys can't do a whole lot. This guy stands up in the yeah, he'll use his move. He's stuck there, but he's going to stand up, and he will also throw a javelin at Maria. Let's see how this goes. That is a 24 to hit. But you said you use your deflect missiles, so you suffer 4 piercing damage as the javelin strikes you.
Yeah, reaction was spent.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are to right.
Okay. All right. It looks like we have to make some very quick attack. So he's going to put his lyre away, draw his or if needs be, drop the lyre and draw the dancing rapier. He's going to attack the veteran next to him.
Okay.
One. Oh. Go to inventory apparently.
Yeah, I didn't do anything to QC your Foundry character sheet, Eugene, because you're the Foundry other that runs a lot. So that is a crit. That's a big hit.
I will be adding a flourish to deal extra damage when I hit.
Okay, and is it based off of when you hit, you add damage? Is it just flat damage?
Yeah, I can use one of my bardic inspiration to cause damage to deal extra damage to the target you hit.
Okay, so crit rules apply here.
Gotcha.
Juicy.
So that would be 2d6.
Okay, an additional 7 damage.
The one that I'm using is defensive flourish. I guess I get a +2 to my AC.
Okay. All right, so your AC goes up a little bit. Your AC is now 17
from 15. I have an extra attack, so I will follow up.
You've almost bloodied this veteran in one hit. 18 does hit. He is now bloodied.
And then as a bonus action, I will invoke the dancing rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And it will, he'll attack twice and cast it aside and be like, look behind you. And he will attack with, it's like, you have a new dance partner, and he will attack with the dancing rapier as a bonus action as well.
The dance puns, here they are. 23 hits, 10 damage. All right, you've almost killed this veteran in one round. Nicely done.
And the construct, that is, he'll move here to get closer.
Okay. Does the contract require your bonus action to act?
I don't believe it requires my...
Here's your initiative count.
Let me make sure.
It obeys your verbal commands. No, I don't see anything.
Required by it.
Yeah, no action required. Yeah. Okay.
And it will attack the captain.
Okay. He is stunned, so that's an advantage.
Stunned. All right. And then slam.
Go on and slam. Okay.
And he has a multi-attack, spells level rounded down. I think it's 4th by default.
Multi-attack makes a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level, rounded down. So, half this spell's level, so that spell's level 4, so yeah, 2 attacks.
Gotcha. And I think it's control... No, that's disadvantage.
Yeah, that's disadvantage, so try again.
It would be 17.
Okay.
The attack would have been for 17.
17 hits, so 11 damage, I'll apply it.
Awesome. And that is his full turn. Oh, that's his full turn. He's gonna tell Darsh. Wait, all right, I want to ask. When the captain made the alarm, did he say that the captain's bridge was being attacked? Like, do they all know to like start coming here?
You got the sense that he was summoning for more guards, more reinforcements.
Okay. He's gonna call out to Darsh. It's like if you activate now, maybe they'll redirect. Maybe they'll redirect some of the, some of their new reinforcements.
Okay.
That'll be his full turn.
Set. Welcome to the fight.
Yeah. Oh, Seth is reeling from being shot in the fucking chest by a magic gun he didn't know existed. Kind of took the wind out of his sails a little bit. He had a whole speech plan. He's like, oh. And so he's just gonna raise his staff up while he's like clutching his chest, and he's gonna cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I can't turn it. I want to obviously shoot from here down to here, and I can't turn it for some reason.
Try now.
I think if you hold control and like hit the scroll wheel while measuring,
I could just draw where I want it to go if that would.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to hit all 3.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. What's the save?
It is a 16 dexterity save.
16
check.
dex. Okay, 16 dex. Well, he fails automatically because he's stunned.
Yeah.
Huge. And the first mate. Okay. They all failed. So 24 damage.
Nice.
Sweet.
24 damage, please.
Boss have surrounded. Can't use reactions either. He's got fucking uncanny dodge and he can't do shit. Yeah, monks, man. Okay. 24 fly as this bolt of lightning shocks through all of these folks. Okay. All right.
And then I can drink a potion as a bonus action.
Bonus action, drink a potion.
I will drink a potion of greater healing.
Gotta roll it though. Yeah. So 11.
Yummy.
Okay. Do you? The lightning bolt will break the glass for you if you want to enter in. I didn't know if you were moving in or out.
Well, actually, what Sep will do next is he'll like fly over here and
Okay.
hide behind the wall.
The door. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay. Maria.
Okay. So, how beat up is Cap looking?
Captain is bloodied.
Okay.
I
Second
wonder if he'll
question,
surrender.
How much of a drop is it outside these windows?
It's
'Cause they're
about-
on like a spire, right?
Yeah, you're on a spire. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna be dramatic. I'm gonna say it's a 120-foot drop.
Ooh.
Huh, it's gonna take people a while to get up here. Let's see.
He is a halfling, for size understanding.
Oh, the Cap is a halfling.
Wow.
Yep.
What you got? Something against halflings or?
No, we're all for it, especially now.
If I try and start, he's still stunned for the moment. If I try to start rifling through his shit for the glyph, would I still be able to bonus action grab him as if I attacked?
I'm going to say the rifling to try to take something off of him. So the way I do, like, bonus actions, I give, like, the opportunity to do, like, an extra little something, like a skill check or something. But you could also do it as, like, an attack action. So I would say either a bonus action or attack action to do a sleight of hand to try to take something off of his person.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get his control glyph, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use my bonus action to try and swipe that control glyph.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
Yep, sleight of hand. Go for it.
All right. I do not have that skill. I do have dexterity though.
Yep. And luckily,
So that's a good roll.
yeah, it is a good roll. And luckily, the captain keeps his badge at a visible location as a show of his status. And in this moment, that is deeply hurting him, as you now are in control of the captain's control glyph.
Awesome. Yeah. And you said he's a halfling, so if I grab him, I can move at full speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go this way. I'm
The
gonna
math is
grab
mathing.
him. I'm gonna use one of my attacks to grapple him while he is stunned and cannot resist. And
Okay.
I want to throw him at the window.
Okay, so you've used your bonus action, one attack to grapple, one attack to I mean, it works. Yeah, you've got the action economy to do it. So, yeah, step up to that window.
I am gonna provoke one opportunity attack from veteran there.
You're going to provoke one from the
I think
first
I
mate,
can do
too.
about that.
Because the first
Oh,
mate's right
shit,
there.
Yeah. Let's see. This is also a window here.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go for that window.
Okay.
To make it just one opportunity
All right.
attack.
I will swing the opportunity attack against you. Let's see if the veteran is able to hit you. That is a 24 to hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that.
That is 7 slashing damage
only
to
need
your
him-
back.
It's less than 20. You're coming with me, Captain. I believe the technical term for this is defenestration, and then I toss him out.
Oh my
Is Maria
God.
talking? As she-
That's the
Or
first thing
slang.
she said out loud.
Okay. All right. So gravity is weird here. However, you're chucking him out at the highest point of gravity.
I have an attack left. Can I use that to shove him as hard as I can? Give him a
Down?
little extra spin.
Yeah, give me that athletics check to see if you can basically force him to drop in the way that you want him to drop.
Does him being stunned confer any bonus here?
The athletics check is more about how well you chuck this halfling.
He's like a sack of potatoes right now.
Chuck the halfling.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
That's-
3.
It's a 3. You want to keep that?
Still a 13.
Yep. Oh,
I don't have inspiration.
Gotcha.
The party wants to spend it to throw halfling. I'm in favor.
I don't got one anymore.
I'll spend my inspiration if I have
Okay.
one.
Yep. You have one? Okay.
I would love to see that.
Okay. So, Maria,
All right,
inspiration.
second roll, let's do better than a 3.
Holy
yeah.
moly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Describe to the group
Yeah.
how you yeet this halfling down
Oh, yeah.
out this window in a way that the fall, gravity, and the force of your throw kills Captain Morgan.
Yeah, I think she's assessing that Sep, like she immediately clocks that Sep is grievously injured off one shot of this thing, and one of those fucking missed, and that this guy took a lightning bolt and mostly skirted out of the way. So she snatches the pin. I think I've got the room here. I would like to style a bit. I want to toss the pin to Stripe, or the captain's
nice.
control glyph, because he has no idea what that is. Other hand just grabs him by the coat. She starts running. At the stairs here is going to toss him up a little, and then just spinning axe kick, heel to his back, out the window, curving around the bottom of the ship, and he lands somewhere down at the bottom with a barely audible thud and splat.
Yeah. Land is a strong word. Impact is probably appropriate there. Yes, so you now have dispatched the captain and obtained the control glyph. But the ship is on high alert now. Reinforcements are coming, so we're not out of this yet. Stripe, you are going to be taking attacks from the veteran here. Let's see. AC 17 tracking. Okay. 2 longsword. Brandishing 2 longswords. Dual wield and type. That first hit is a hit, however. I think it's proccing something on your character sheet. It's not rolling that thing for me. So 9 damage for the first hit. Second hit is your AC.
Yeah.
So half of whatever that damage that you take is. Okay. It is half of 6, so you take 3 slashing. So total you take 12 slashing damage. But he holds where no, he's in a bad spot. Okay, I'm gonna move the captain from this. Cause he's deado. Wait, hold on. Let me do a thing here. Like this. Move him to about there, and then let's get that splat. Yeah, there you go. That's a solid splat. Okay. He's going to try to make a run for it. You can take an attack of opportunity should you wish, Stripe.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Okay. as he runs to protect the next in charge.
The rapier is dancing. He will be doing an unarmed attack.
Yeah. You can still do so if you wish.
Oh god, I don't have an unarmed.
You don't have an unarmed strike?
Okay, so this will, yeah. So this will just be
Let's see.
1d4.
Hold on, I
Damage, right?
I think it
I
is.
think it's 1 plus strength.
Yeah, it's one. It's just one
Oh,
plus strength.
Yeah,
Feature.
cool.
Yeah.
Sure, sounds good. So I'll just use this dagger and it'll
1
1 plus strength.
27 definitely hits. So you deal whatever how much
That's
damage.
a full crit. That is
So
another crit.
So 1 plus strength.
It'll be 2. It'll be the strength is -1.
So it's minimum 1. Okay. So yeah. So
Yeah,
you
so 2.
you do 2 whole damage, but this guy's barely got any health left.
Ooh.
So okay, it's not a kill, but you almost killed him off your shitty unarmed
Gotcha.
strike.
Where are you going?
Okay. He is running to protect the first mate. He will run here to kind of stand guard as he tries to escort the now Captain Eldon out of the room. Okay.
Field promotion.
Yep. Top of the round, we now have first mate Eldon, who is now the captain. Seeing what's happening, he is going to take a free action to open up the comms channel and say, "This is Acting Captain Eldon speaking. Invaders have trespassed into the captain's bridge and slain Captain Lorcan. The assault upon Fort Comaz will commence immediately. All available evacuees are to board troop carriers and move forward with the execution of the plan. Glory to Brayland." And he sounds super aggressive, and then he hauls ass out of the room. He runs down the stairs.
Yeah.
However, there is grease there that made it down the
Hit the
stairs.
grease.
So I'm gonna make a dex save to see. So, like the coward he is, he
please let him
runs.
bust his ass.
Concede from
Fails.
Home Alone.
Yes, like the scene from Home Alone, he doofs down the stairs below you.
Yeah.
However,
Breaks his neck and dies.
he is dashing, and he is now out of the fight. So first mate Eldon is now out of the fight, and you have who's in the room left. Okay, Darsh. That grease was kind of a nice clutch. You still have some warriors in the room.
I think that Darsh really wanted to catch at least the first mate on fire, but kind of just wipe the thought away and look at Captain Flint and activate the glyph.
Gravity inside of the ship begins to lighten. Impeccable timing, too, as you just threw out the captain with the last piece of gravity. As now the brass Valkyrie is without any sort of gravity plane. And so now, any one of you standing in this room that aren't holding on to something are beginning to float. That was a free action, Darsh. And we are now in
Nice,
zero
okay.
gravity as everyone begins to float in the room.
Well, then, with my movement,
Uh-huh.
just walking on the walls,
Yep.
Yeah.
I
it's
will I'll walk and I'll have the wooden model ship
Uh-huh.
out, and I'll perfectly point the cannon right at these two, covered
Yep.
in grease,
Yep.
and the flamethrower will activate.
Okay. I'm going to have them do normal rolls for the save. However, if they fail, they suffer extra damage. So, okay. It is a save, right?
I think so. I'm just trying to figure out how to activate it.
If it doesn't work to activate. Okay, there you go. I see it. Perfect. There.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Okay. So I will double that damage to 12. And so they suffer 12 damage. And they are the one that failed the save is now on fire. Okay. You've successfully torched this area of the ship. And because it is a wooden ship, well, actually, no, this map is wooden, but the rest of the ship is metal. That makes no sense. The ship doesn't catch fire. However, you burn the shit out of these guys, and one of them starts burning.
Nice.
Well done. Anything else?
Yeah. I will start to... I have 5 more feet of movement. I will start to move up.
Okay.
I guess I can stay here. I'll start moving up a little bit further along the wall.
Okay.
And for my action, I will just cast a firebolt at
Okay.
the one that is not on fire.
The one that is not on fire. Okay. So that is a 16 to hit. So unfortunately, that is a miss on the firebolt.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Armored up.
Nice. Okay. Now to the Warforged. You are still up on the ceiling, though, right? How high are you?
I'm 15 feet up now.
15 feet up. Okay. All right. Just gonna throw that on there so I don't forget. Okay. They cannot reach you. However, they are in 0G now. Yeah. They're gonna try to jump towards you and make an attack. So in 0G, when you move a certain direction, you keep moving. So they're gonna jump towards you, both try to make an attack, but then they're gonna basically end up on the ceiling afterwards. So if you want to make an opportunity attack after they pass your melee range, you may. So just understand that. But I'm gonna adjudicate their attacks first on you. All right. So, as the burning one jumps towards you, it suffers an additional d6. Let me say it takes that 2 damage. As it leaps towards you with its burning arm blade now, as the wood inside of these Warforged catch light. It will charge towards you with its arm blade in hand. I think it gets 2 attacks. It does in fact get 2 attacks. Okay. First strike is a miss. Second strike looks like a 14 to hit. I'm showing it as a hit.
That is a hit. But however, I'll use Dozy Dodge for the damage.
To have the damage? Okay. And it was a glancing blow, so it was already halved. Oh, it's a certain amount.
True, yes.
Okay. I
Yeah,
forgot you got
it'll reduce
that.
it by 9 exactly.
Yeah, and it was already halved down to 5. So you take no damage as this one bumps into the ceiling. Yeah. And the way I'm ruling 0G is if you use your full movement, if you travel your full movement on the 0G jump, like you're jumping, like if you're using full strength, when you bump into something, you take some damage. But it's only a D4 as he bumps into the top. So, but that's for everyone to understand.
Wow,
yep. Okay. All right, that's the first one. The second one is also jumping towards you and is going to try to strike you. Okay, let's roll some attacks here. First attack. That is a 21 to hit you.
Oh, glancing blow again, though, right?
Not a 21.
Oh no, that's sorry. Yeah, 21. I saw the 14 beside my name, and I thought that was what
It's fair. And then you already used your reaction for the uncanny dodge, so okay.
Yep.
So take 5 damage, and then one more. That's a 15 to hit you, and that's 6 damage. So total, you take 11 slashing from the secondary one. They slam into the top of the ceiling and take 4. They take 2 bludgeoning damage as they impact the ceiling. Okay. That's their turn. Stripe. Right? Yeah, stripe. What you doing?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
All right. So we're all floating now.
Mm-hmm.
Does this hamper our movement?
So, you can't walk on the ground. You have to pull yourself, think 0G rules. So if you try to move and stop yourself before the 30 feet, assuming that you have like handholds or something to move it, you won't suffer any injuries. But if you just like leap like those Warforged just did towards a certain direction, using your full intent of movement, and don't try to stop yourself, you're going to take a little bit of bludgeoning damage as you slam into things.
Okay. Essentially, Stripe wants to get to the communication console.
Okay.
To leverage any authority of like the like to activate it using like the glyph, and then also to disable it.
Okay.
So does he have to go here to?
Yeah.
Does he have to go to the captain's chair to?
Yeah, the control panel. Yeah, the control panel is at the captain's chair. He made the announcement here, but he was using a secondary device to like make the announcement. He was just standing there. That's just stairs. So. Okay,
gotcha. Yeah, he'll kind of like push off the post adjacent to him.
Yep.
And try to catch himself.
Yep.
On the chair.
Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, you are perfectly fine.
20s. I'm just rolling 20s all day.
Perfectly fine.
Eugene was the best player all along.
Exactly.
So good.
Exactly. Just a natural. And essentially he wants to tell these veterans that it's like your captain just said you can stay and die. You could stay and die if you'd like.
Okay. It's an attack action to scare and intimidate.
Or feel free to leave. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a intimidation check. Yeah, bonus action or attack action. Okay,
Gotcha.
That's a solid check. They would do charisma checks, however, they have a +0, so there's no chance in hell that they pass that check. So we'll adjudicate that on their turns.
Gotcha.
They seem incredibly frightened, though.
And Stripe Flint will, in his best affectation. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to either the captain or the first mate for a full minute to leverage after.
Yeah.
But this is just to confuse things. I know he doesn't need to convince.
Sure.
He doesn't need to convince everyone, but he's essentially going to tell them to belay and abandon ship, because of catastrophic failure.
Okay.
After this explosion.
Another attack or bonus action to do so. And make me a deception check with this one.
Gotcha.
We'll see how well this goes. Okay. We will adjudicate that. Well, you send it out. You don't get any response. But you sent it out. Okay. So I think you have one more either bonus action or attack.
Sure. He's going to have his dancing weapon flourish and get closer and essentially serve to cover him over here.
Okay.
I guess I'm not able to ping. But next to the construct to keep these veterans from approaching.
Gotcha.
And he will have the construct spirit also interpose themselves to, I guess, protect him.
Okay.
While he's sitting in that chair.
Okie doke.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay. You see a whole lot of buttons and a whole lot of controls. You are the captain of the Red Saber. However, your pilot, I don't know if we've determined, I think your pilot would have been Allie or Big Peppercorns.
I might have Big Peppercorns, yeah.
Yeah, Big Peppercorns makes more sense to be your pilot because it's funny. So I'm going to say that unless you specifically put it on your character sheet that you have proficiency in space vehicles, you cannot maneuver the ship. However, there's some control panels that you see that you can try to figure out later.
Gotcha.
Okay, Sep.
Is gravity off out here as well?
Gravity's off around the entire ship. Yes.
So Zep's flying. Does it affect him at all?
No, because there's air pressure, so you can use the air you can use air to fly still.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna move back over here, and Sep's gonna see what has happened in here.
Uh-huh.
He's very confused because he doesn't know where the captain is or the first mate is.
That's right, because you were behind the door the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready to. Wait, what happened? Where did everyone go? Is there any?
Captain Lorcan,
Hold on.
but
Something is gonna fly in now, and he'll see the warpers over here.
Yep, they're on the
So
ceiling.
We see like the veterans over here. I don't think he even heard. Yeah, they're on the ceiling. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then we see both these guys are on fire over here. And they're
One of
attacking.
this one's on
Darsh,
fire.
I think.
This one, yeah, is up on the ceiling, but it looks like they're paying attention to Darsh.
Gotcha. Okay, so well with that, then I will deal with them instead.
Okay, do.
At the very least.
Okay.
I will cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
It's a 5-foot radius on both of them.
Yep, you can hit both of them. They fail. They suffer. They are coated in acid for 6 acid damage. One of them is very hurt, burning, and now caught in acid. So,
Yeah.
burning acid
I'm
on this guy.
happy. Yeah. And then I will spend the rest of my movement to just get a little farther away.
Okay. You can use the wall to walk yourself along.
You
Did
I already use up my movement?
from the door to get around, but you have a little bit
my wings
more.
would be able to carry me over, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's right. You got wings. You're fine. You are not a factor in that.
I think there's like a wall here. So not
Oh, let me do this. Hold on. Yeah, I got you. Bow. There. Now you can do things.
There we go. That's where I wanted to be.
Perfect.
And I will end my turn.
Okie doke. Maria.
Okay. Feels like we've got this pretty handled, and I am quite injured. So I think what I'm gonna do, Maria starts floating upwards. She's just gonna fold her legs under her like she's sitting cross-legged on nothing. Reach into her bag, pull out her healing potion, swirl it. Take a nice long drink, got a full action. I believe that is 20 hit points, if I'm not mistaken.
Full heal, full stats. Yep. So you can heal for 20. You still have your bonus action if you want to do something with it.
I don't have any great bonus actions or skill checks I want to try. I think I'm next to a window here. I want to try and assess what our situation. I want to poke my head out of the broken.
Yep. And try to take a look and see what's going on. Okay. Yeah.
And kind of assess where we're at with the number of ships out there. Specifically, what the closest ship is. That could be a potential exit option.
Yeah. So, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Percept.
Okay, I got it. I think it auto rolls blind.
Accidentally blind rolled that.
Yeah, it auto rolls blind for a few of the skills. Okay, so what you see outside as the ship is kind of plunged into chaos as the alarm klaxons blur around is the first thing that spots your eye is how close this ship is to to Fort Comas. You're reasonably sure that you are beginning to enter into the atmosphere of the asteroid in which the obelisk and you don't know, but there's a massive towering obelisk on the planet that is very visible to the naked eye, and there's a fort that is built just on the foot of that giant obelisk. There appear to be some ships that are flying around the exterior of the brass Valkyrie, positioning themselves to begin their descent onto Fort Command. There appear to be a couple. You spot at least 3 of the smaller fighter ships flying around. There's one of those troop carrier ships that is half outside the bays and seems to have people jumping into it from the 0G. And then you also spot, but anything else inside of the loading bay you can't see from this angle. But you also see down below to the south, there's another troop carrier just below the spire that appears prepped and ready to go, but no one seems to be guarding it. That is what you spot with your perception.
All right.
Okay. Moving on.
The whole position where I'm at.
Yep.
I'm comfy.
These guys are fucking off. How long does Grease stay there? You know what? Fuck
Grace
it.
stays. Well, I mean,
Fuck it. I think it's funny. I'm gonna say it's still there. Another one. Clunk, 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 clunks down the stairs.
A whole minute.
Yeah, another one clunks down the stairs and dips the fuck out. Okay. Darsh, it is your turn. The two Warforged above you seem primed to jump back at you.
Okay. Does it look like it doesn't look like they're going to retreat after the words from the captain?
No.
Okay. Well then,
They're
I
in
think
it. They're in it to win it.
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, the model ship will point right back up to them,
Okay.
and I will.
Yeah, you can definitely target both of them, and they both fail, and they both suffer 8 damage, and one of them gets burnt to a crisp. Describe how this looks from your little toy boat, Darsh.
Yeah, from the little toy boat, it looks like the cannon. It's like being modified whenever he was originally inscribing it, and whenever it shoots out flames, it starts like a little fun thing, and then it just like. It almost manifests and grows larger and larger after it leaves the radius of the Spelljammer ship. This wooden model that he has.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it completely engulfs the Warforged in flames.
Absolutely. So one of them finally succumbs to their wounds, and their lifeless body floats on the ceiling. The other one cries out in pain, but brandishes their arm sword to dive towards you again. You doing anything else?
For my action, I will... how does he look? Does he look...
He's bloodied.
Like
but he's not on death's door.
Too? Okay. Then honestly, I'll just move out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, you're not within melee range.
He's all the way at the ceiling right now?
Yeah, he's up at the he's 15 feet above you.
Okay. Then I will just I will move 5 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move to this side.
Okay, that's free open space now, no walls. So you have to get up against a wall or go down to the floor if you're going to go down that way. Because this little wall wall. Yeah, you absolutely can. So you can easily spider climb down. You're a dozy. So you can absolutely do that. So you're now back down on ground level. Monkey. Yeah, spider monkey. You can get down to where you want to go.
Yeah, I think that's all my movement though, right? Because I was 30 feet up. So,
you were 15 feet up.
Well, it's like 15 feet up.
Yeah. So you want to go like here?
So I have 10 more feet, so I can go right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. It's the Warforged's turn. That grease is still there. You're concentrating on grease. I'm gonna. Are you subject to your own grease save throws? If you want to retcon that, you can. You're concentrating on spider climb. Okay, I'm going to say that the grease goes away in your turn. So we'll just make this easy because we're wrapping this up in this combat.
Well, actually, I didn't use my action, right? So I will just use my action to dash.
Okay,
and
action
dash.
dash.
Move 30 feet more.
Okay,
down.
Get the fuck out of there. Got it. Easy.
Yeah.
We'll say that you timed your jump down, that you dodged the grease at that point. Okay. Well, then now it doesn't have a... It's only got 30 feet. Okay. It's going to push it. It's going to suffer some damage going extra far, but it can get somewhere. 30. Okay. It's going to use one of its attacks to charge up a full dive. He's going to take extra damage jumping down, but he's going to jump down and try to get to Stripe. So you're going to take one attack, Stripe.
All right.
You. And the captain's chair. Yep.
AC 15.
11 is a miss. And he's going to take 2d4 bludgeoning damage as he smashes into the floor. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's hurt, but he's trying to protect his ship. This last one guy. It is now your turn.
Gotcha. Stripe will look up from this weapon and it's like, but there's so much opportunity to flee. All right, the construct spirit is going to attack 1, quite.
Yep. Okay. What's that look like?
Um,
Because he's dead.
This is the construct spirit, essentially like grabbing him and like throwing him like across
It's like
the room,
Hulk with
like,
Loki.
just away from Captain Flint. Like he's just like, oh, you shouldn't have attacked me, like right there. And then this construct, like Golem, like just grabs him, just full tosses him,
Okay.
like in like a crushing grip across the room, while letting the lack of gravity deal with the rest of this Warforged.
All right. With that, the other veteran he somehow ended up outside the turn order, but was also going to flee. So I'm going to call that combat done. It is 9:38. Let me look at the checklist items. You now have gotten through most of the one shot. I think we can press forward. I'm guessing another 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, depending on how long that last thing goes. How are we feeling?
We need to lower the elemental containment barrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are
That is
in the
very
room to do
tempting.
that.
Okay.
However, it is almost midnight where I am.
Ah.
So, like, I got,
Same
like,
for me.
30 more minutes in me. I don't got
Okay.
90.
That's why I ask. Okay.
Do we want to play like 10 or 15 minutes to set up the next things we want to do?
Yeah, we'll
Works
play
for me.
out what you need to do in this room to get that next check mark, and then we'll end there. Sound good? Anything y'all want to do with that? So yeah, we'll press forward, and then
Sounds
we'll
good
pick
to
up the
me.
rest. We'll pick up the rest next week. Okay.
Maybe we can airdrop Allie in.
True.
Airdrop.
Potentially.
Maybe we
The
should do
last
something- if we're going down to
Start.
Comad, maybe we could maybe meet us on Comad if we were going to do that. But
potentially.
anyway,
Okay. All right.
Sept will reconnect with the rest of the group, and he'll ask, okay, clearly you all did wonderful while I was recuperating. Where happened to the captain?
To finish
Where is the captain?
Yes.
Everyone turns to Maria.
Oh, so we have to look out there.
Yeah.
Sepp is looking at
100%.
Maria. Okay.
Yeah. She points.
Sepp will look out the window.
Yeah.
And then she points
Did
down.
I see anything, or is he like on the other side of the ship?
Oh no, he's down like 120 feet down directly below you. You see the impact. And the body is definitely still there.
What's left of his body?
You know, there's solid parts. Are you trying to make a corpse?
I must do something real quick, and then he'll jump out the window and fly down there.
Okay.
Corp.
There's enough.
Okay.
There's enough for a
cast animate
necro.
dead on the captain's corpse.
Yeah. Okay. That's a zombie. So I'll allow it. Okay.
Oh, look at how it works. It works really good. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. So you have a zombie. That animate dead thing can animate 2 though. Do you want to get the other skeleton out too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Sepp will also undo his pack he's been wearing, and he'll pull a bunch of bones will fall out of it, and he'll also animate those as well.
So
Let me just cast
Are they
the
just
spell
loose
again.
bones?
Yeah. No, they're like it's like a
Oh,
full
no.
skeleton. It's not like a bunch of femurs, you know.
I was wondering. That would be so funny if you had mismatching bones comprising a skull. But I was wondering if it was like an organized like package, like you unroll it and like they like come out in like the rough arrangement.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
it's like
they-
the leg bones are all like tied together, and he's got
Mhm.
yeah, it's all nice and neat.
It's organized. It's an organized bag of bones.
It'd be
you got
very
the-
funny if it was like
The corpse, the corpse of the captain,
femur
the
for an
captain's
arm.
busted up body. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a.
little mix and match.
So, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and.
No, I have a handle on the PA system, Dash. Would you happen to know how to lower the containment field? from this,
wait,
and he just kind
hold
of
on.
waves vaguely at the control.
Can I have the captain speak?
Huh? Can you?
Can I like make the captain zombie talk?
Yes. I'm
Good.
I don't
going
need him to be a convincing performance, but would his voice sound like the captain's
Weekend
voice?
I'm going to say
Dorkos.
yes. However, I think he's not going to be able to form proper words due to his larynx being crushed. But I would say he can get a few words out if you're trying to reanimate this dead body. What are you trying to do with it?
I'm gonna try to like make him tell an order to the crew that would benefit us. I'm
Okay.
gonna take like suggestions from the players. That's what that would be.
Okay.
I recently told him to abandon ship, but if you want to like confirm that order,
Okay.
This captain abandoned ship. Like it's not gonna be great.
Okay. Yeah, you can get away with that.
If you already told them, I guess maybe we don't need to do that then.
no, I mean it's good to have it's good to have some level of additional support along that angle. I didn't imagine any of them would actually abandon ship with an unfamiliar voice.
Yeah. Maria, you did not notice any
I
escape
think
pods.
Sep wants to play with his new toy.
Yeah, go for it.
Not escape pods. That closest ship you called out that was presently unmanned, and I would like to get it before it becomes manned.
Okay. Yep.
All right,
Go
Sep will
ahead and
command the captain to do the thing.
yeah, make me a. Let's just do a. I'm assuming you're not proficient in persuasion, so let's do this. You can either have it be Arcana or a Charisma check.
Can I roll from the zombie sheet? Can I roll a charisma check from the zombie sheet?
If it lets you, that would be hilarious. Please, please do.
Minus
Please do. Please do. Yes.
Yeah, my -4.
There you go.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Extrapolate from
go
that.
on. You can say it. I believe in you. I think the it'll be like abandon. And then he gets like abandoned out, and that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Oh, you did so good. You did so good.
I'm surprised he was able to enunciate with abandon. That's his work. One of your best.
Well,
One of your bit.
I didn't have the best materials to work with, but I think I did a pretty okay.
Now, does anyone know how to lower the containment field for the elementals?
Okay.
This all seems rather technical.
Well, I can't ask
We
the
could
captain.
simply
She's
try to
not the
break it.
soul anymore.
Yep, it's just the body. But you can examine it. If you want, the two of you can both make.
There is another first mate.
There is another first mate.
Or
However-
we could ask Dash. Dash, you know about ships.
I do. I can try to.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Okay. Between the three of you, I'm going to say that you have enough proficiency and understanding because Darsh, it is still using elementals, which is a core foundation of Spelljammer travel, is harnessing the power of fire elementals. And a containment barrier around them makes sense in your mind from an arcane standpoint. Same to you, Sep. So it's in common. Mm-hmm. So you can understand that there are, 12 containment barriers. And it's almost like a nuclear launch sequence where you have to like flip a certain switch to disable the protections. Are you sure you want to disable the protections? And then you grab a long lever for each one of these things and just boom on all 12 of the containment fields. And alarms start going off, and basically a whole lot of red lights start going off on the ship. And it is at this point that explosions start erupting to the very north, like up near the north side of the ship. You're hearing rumbles and as the ship begins to destabilize. And you can put together that you don't have long before the ship combusts. Anything you want to do? What do you do now? That's a better question. What do you do now? You've successfully destabilized the ship, and you've lowered the elemental containment barrier. So your next step is to escape.
Do we have eyes on?
Yes, hey, I trusted the others to be handling all that technical stuff. While they were doing that, can I start spider climbing out here to try and get that extra ship?
You can. So you jump down. It is unguarded. It's ground floor, so it's about 120 feet down. But you are able to get inside of the airship, and it appears that this is the one that was set aside for senior leadership personnel. And it is currently unguarded, and it is unlocked and open. Looks like it'll fit all of you.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hell yes.
Yeah, as they are lowering the elemental containment fields, can I just get it up to the broken window here and just smack the side of the ship with my metal hand?
Yeah, so you're going to try to jump into the airship and fly it up to the top of the spire? Okay.
How far down is the ship?
Well, the ship is 120 feet down from the spire, so it's down at the ground level down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all the way down
Let me.
Yeah, I'll jump. It's 0G right now.
Yeah, it's 0G.
Slow fall.
Yep. So you can slow your fall down to drop down, and it's over here. Ignore what the map is. There's another level above this. It's like a small landing platform, almost like a helicopter pad right here. So you can get in it. It looks like it would normally fit up to 20 people. As you walk in, you pass by two door-mounted weapons of some sort. It's almost basically like a helicopter with door-mounted weaponry. As you step in, you see the pilot area is open. There appears to be a pilot seat and a front gunner seat. As you look to the back of the ship, there appears to be some sort of ball turret for the rear. And it seems to be almost like what immediately jumps to your mind is some sort of wand of magical projection, almost like older arcane firearms of wand slingers are attached to this thing. But you can get in, and all of you have a basic understanding of spelljamming technology. You're not all excellent pilots, but this thing is for dummies. So you can pilot it up to the spire.
Awesome.
And you can have the doors open for everyone to pile in.
Yeah, once I get it back up to the spire, I am immediately going for the gunner seat. I am not flying this thing.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, alright. I'm going to pull us back to the
Smack
collage.
side to get everyone's attention and get to a better seat.
So, as you now are in control of one of the King's Argosy troop carriers,
Ooh.
we will figure out how you're going to fly that, where you're going to take that, and what you're going to do with that next week. Next time on the Assault on the Brass Valkyrie. And we will end tonight there.
That was fun.
Yeah.